all of you guys are suddenly, you see a portal open in front of you. It's circular or ovalish, and it's green looking. Usually the portals, I guess, would be colored based on like the realm it'd be coming through. So you don't really have a time to react. You hear this voice though. Actually, you do have time to react, and you can react, but then you really wouldn't be playing tonight. So a portal opens, and you hear this voice. It's a female voice, and it says, "I need you, heroes. Please come to my aid. Speak to me in the Feywild." And you see this hand reach through and grabs you. It's a magical hand of sorts. What is that cantrip called? That's like the magical hand. What is
Mage hand?
Yeah, it's mage hand. Mage hand. It grabs you by the wrist and tugs on you, but doesn't push you through or pull you through. It kind of tugs on your hand or your wrist. Anyone who decides they don't want to play tonight, you can resist this mage hand. But I assume all of you guys want to play tonight, so you kind of take the hand and it pulls you through the portal, and you all end up here. Real quick, I'm gonna let you guys start with who you are and what your character is all about and who she is or he is. Faye, we'll start with you. Faye, Jace. Hello, Jace Faye Kiln. Are you there?
Hey!
Sorry, lag.
Oh, is there a lag? Okay.
So, see.
Yeah, tell us about your background a little bit. Tell us about where your character's from. I imagine you guys don't have like a ton of like history and everything that you've poured into like a character within the last 5 hours, but on the fly, kind of make up some stuff about your character that would be kind of lore friendly and all that stuff. Why are you level 5? Other than like I said that you're level 5.
I am searching for one of my childhood friends who disappeared off of my world, and yeah.
Okay, and you kind of just like all of a sudden
Well,
while you were in
frog.
search,
Not what else,
someone
yeah,
pulled
frog.
you like through. Okay. All right, Flack. By the way, Jace, which one is your character again? I'm not accustomed to like names to characters yet. That's just gonna come with more sessions. So, Jace, what was your character here?
The short, squatty rogue.
Okay, the black guy, or the black one. Yeah. Okay. All right, and Flack, which one is your character? Because you're up next.
Flack is the one with the big ass bow. Can you hear me?
Yeah. All right. So, tell us a little bit about your character.
So, Flack is kind of lives near near a large city. He likes sort of to keep to himself. He hunts on his own. He trades game that he catches to the city and gets coin. He likes shinies. He very much likes shinies.
Nice.
And he just likes the simple life of living in a shack. He likes going out and like for days on end just going through adventures, fighting all manner of beasts and creatures that he can, and just getting more skills and getting stronger as he goes on. He's actually been on one of these cases now when he's just out in the wilderness and happens to come across this area.
Oh,
No
nice.
deal.
And then suddenly a portal opens up. What were your reactions when you saw that?
Flack would immediately just be like interested because adventure, excitement, something new, something.
Ooh, portal.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's go on to the next character so we can get the whole party rolling and we'll get the story started. I want to give our viewers and our other players that are playing with us a little bit of info about each other so that we can all kind of resonate a little bit better. We're going to go next on to Jackal. Which one is your character real quick? Wasn't it the, wasn't it like the
Sorry, I
double
didn't
sword?
realize you're talking to me. I'm the blue-haired guy.
Oh, right, okay.
forward, left. So something like this. So I'm a half elf. Who managed to get himself enrolled in magic school. Wait, have any of you read Arcane Ascension series?
No. Nope.
Oh, never mind. So basically, I'm in magic school, and I'm getting really frustrated because I'm increasingly losing battles to people stronger. So I start searching for a way to get stronger, which going through books trying to find magical secrets, which leads me to running into haven't figured out who my patron is yet, but I'm a Hexblade Warlock. Make a deal with them. My deal is that I have to do small things for them, and I have to track down this one guy who did something to my patron. So I'm effectively a bounty hunter.
Nice.
I've spent the past 20 years. I'm maybe a 45-ish-year-old half elf. I've spent the past 20 years going in a wild goose chase trying to find this guy for my patron. So
How would you say your character reacted when he saw the portal open up in front of him in a voice?
I begin to summon my packed weapon and stop backing away. I'm a distrustful. I act similar to a rogue bounty hunter. But
Makes
the main
sense.
idea is that I'm very distrustful and I really like getting more power. I'm not evil, but I really, really, really hate losing.
Well, one thing that is really cool about the Feywild is you have all these archfey, and you are totally allowed to make a pact with one of them as a what you're playing, a warlock. So maybe you're seeking power, and this is part of your ascension to more power, stronger power.
Sure. Yeah, though. But never mind.
It's all good. All right, moving on. We're gonna go to Scott, Miss J, or is it Mr. J? I don't know.
J?
Or May?
May. M-A-E.
Yeah, so, I'm an artificer, and, I really like guns. I accidentally, destroyed half the artisan guild I was part of, and, now I'm, out, getting money to, repay them. Hi!
Nice. How do you think your character would have reacted when this portal, out of nowhere, just opens up in front of your character, and it's green and has almost like an electrical green lightning kind of thing spiraling around the oval-looking portal, and you hear this voice asking you to come through, and you see a mage hand. How do you think your character would have reacted?
Excited!
Nice. Jump right through. More excitement and magic. Cool. All right. So very straight to the point. I love it. All right, May. We're gonna go now on to Maria. Maria, are you there? Sydney?
Sorry.
Yeah. Hello.
All right, tell us a little bit about your character really quick.
I'm a bard.
Oh,
10?
hold on real quick. Before you continue, Scott, I would like to give you inspiration for really giving a lot into that backstory with the role play and the character voice that you have come up with. I really like that. Good work, dude.
Oh, it's just my crazed alchemist, but sure.
Well, I mean, you always seem to, and this goes into a lot of the campaigns we play together. You always have some sort of voice that you throw into there, and I like to reward people for that. And I know that we're just starting, but this is a one-shot, so, we'll see how far we go into
I'll
it.
take it.
All right, keep going, Sid, Maria.
I don't know. You were mean and interrupted me.
My fault. I'm sorry. Okay, but though, tell us a little bit about your character and how she probably would have reacted when a portal opens up in front of her like that.
I demanded somebody go through it.
Were you with someone that was in the group here?
No.
So then no one went in?
I demanded a butler go through.
Oh, okay. Do you have like some sort of ability that summons the butler? Because he's not in the campaign. I don't have his character sheet or anything like that.
I think so, yeah. I have to double check, but yeah.
Okay, so how do you think you would have reacted?
Look at me like I'm crazy, but who cares? I'm rich.
Alright, she's rich and ready to go through a green portal. Alright, Quinn Burroughs, you're up.
So I am minor nobility from Waterdeep. I was born in Aasimar to a lesser noble family.
What character?
Masked Lord of Waterdeep.
What is your model, by the way? Which one is it? The one with the longsword?
Right there. Yeah, and he was born to lesser nobility, and as he was born in Aasimar, he was dedicated to the Temple of Torm at a young age, where he trained to be both cleric and paladin. He's now in his 80s and has fought many battles and gone on many missions. He has been both a griffin rider for the city of Waterdeep, but now he just trains his own apprentice and squire. When the portal opened up in front of him, he just drew his blade and walked through, confident.
Alright, nice. So you were just like, you saw this portal and you're just like, let's go through.
Aasimar are born for greater things.
You probably were somehow familiar with this since you were like a planar being. You're not just like from the prime material plane, so you're more or less aware of the other planes, I would assume. But I didn't write your
Correct.
character, so yeah, you probably know a little bit about the planes without having to do like a history check or arcana check. You probably weren't familiar with the color or where it led to, but okay. And lastly, we have Tara.
Alrighty. So I'm a half-elf rogue who, during the time of his last 30-odd plus years, gained his skills under a faction, and I guess the reaction that I would have had when the portal opened would have been a bit hesitant, but at the end of the day, I mean, you can never learn too much information, and there's always a way to gain more power to benefit yourself in some fashion.
Nice. How do you think you would have reacted coming when the portal opened?
Oh, I would have ended up going through it.
Nice.
No questions.
Cool. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna start our campaign now that we've introduced each other, and none of you guys, you guys can for a quick second or two kind of like react to each other and say hello and all that stuff, and then I'll start if you guys want. Who wants to take it away and say hey first?
I'll pull my gun.
I'll immediately, when I see a gun being pulled, Flack will just take his bow and like pull an arrow back and point it right at the artificer. Now, no need to be rude.
Jackal will summon a longsword with his packed weapon, and slowly start approaching the archer and the gunman, saying, "Don't try that."
As you guys are all kind of like getting situated for a second, and you start pulling your weapons, you're gonna hear this very deep but loud voice that says, "Silence! You will not defile these sacred grounds with bloodshed. I have summoned you here, mortals." What stands in front of you is, you're not sure what race he is, but you do see what looks to be pointy ears. I'll let you guys talk for a second.
I'll stow my weapon and walk forward and introduce myself. Quinn Barros.
Ah, kinsman.
Oh shit, I fell.
How should you feel? A little. Let's roll an intimidation check to see if he intimidates you. I'll roll it.
No, he said he fell.
Oh, I thought you said, "How do I feel?"
No.
Oh, referring to the model, yeah. Okay, he's gonna start speaking. Greetings, mortals. I have summoned you here to the Feywild. We are in the city of... Sindrine. Wait. Sindrine. Yes, Sindrine. It is a prominent summer court city, and I have specifically summoned you, Sort, here for a task that normally we would be able to accomplish. I would have you speak to our queen right up the way. He gives you a map. Who wants to hold on to the map?
Wait. I'd like, wait, when he appears, sorry, I guess it's a bit late, can I put myself to a defensive position and kind of inconspicuously put the artificer between me and the Fey guy?
That's gonna be way at the back.
Artificer was right here. So kind of like that?
But no, I'm the guy with the blue hair.
Oh, my bad. Oh, yeah.
Like I'm trying to put something between me and him.
How's that?
Something I consider disposable.
Oh, kind of role-playing your character.
I'll walk up there and take the map since it seems the most appropriate.
Okay, you're up there with him.
Flock will just, with a flourish, put his bow back across, strung across his back, and then just walk up and have a look at the map alongside anyone else.
Okay. All right, are we ready for me to continue? Are we all happy with positioning?
Yep.
Sure.
Alright.
May's still holding her gun.
You're still okay. Well, he doesn't feel threatened. Okay, so he's gonna say, I would like to welcome you all here, but this is of the utmost importance. Please go speak to our queen, Titania. That is a keyword, by the way. Whenever there is like a lore word of some sort, I'll list it as like a keyword and you guys can decide to act on it or something. And usually that means I've got lore prepared for it. You don't have to act on it. You could just like ask for a map, or you could ask like where you are, things like that.
Okay.
Well, could I make a check to see like what I know about that name?
Yeah, roll a history check.
Roll what?
A history check. Those who are Elven, I will allow to roll it with advantage. Those who are from the Feywild already know who that is.
My favorite like enemy is Fey. Does that give me anything?
I mean, are you from the Feywild? Because there's...
Not from the Feywild. My favorite enemy are just Fey because I like the magical creatures that I can help.
Yeah, you're still gonna have to roll.
No worries.
How about the ASMR?
Whoever wants to roll to see if you've heard of the...
Can I roll to see if I believe him? I'm
Yeah.
half elf, so I'm guessing I've heard of him, but I like to roll to see if I believe he is who he says he is.
Yeah, go for it.
What would that be?
That would be insight.
Okay, good. I'm proficient in that.
It would be an insight roll, you said?
If you don't believe him, that you're in the Feywild, or that you need to go speak to the queen.
Never mind. I'm doing the history roll.
Yeah, roll a history check to see if you are curious to see if you've ever heard of the Feywild, or rather if you've heard of the queen herself that he spoke
I
of.
got a 16 for the history on knowing the queen.
And where are you from? Because this history check will be based on that.
I got it.
I am from the material plane. But,
Okay, so you're from Faerun.
SMR.
I got a crit, which is a 22. Is he?
Yeah, this is kind of a higher one because this is like just the queen of a whole other realm. So it's going to be a 20 that you have to beat. So 16s and below.
I got a crit.
Yeah. So you have heard of the queen, and
Wait, no. I'm checking to see if I believe him.
oh, okay. So you believe him. He's not lying.
Alright, she's 10. Of all the things to get a crit on,
Say what?
of all the things to crit on,
Right, yeah, I know.
like, couldn't I have gotten a crit on, like...
You could have rolled a 2 and he would still be lying. Or he would still be telling the truth. Okay.
But it's the nature of my character to just trust everything. I'm gonna be rolling a lot of insight rolls.
Alright, make sure, by the way, we don't type inside dice rolls unless it's the actual dice roll itself. Please.
Yeah, no, I apologize.
It's all good. Okay, so, Tara makes a history check at 16. Unfortunately, that does not succeed, so you have not heard of Queen Titania of the Feywild of the Summer Court.
More information then.
Yeah, you could definitely ask him.
I'll ask, who is this Titania?
Queen Titania is our queen. She is of noble blood, and she is pure of heart. When she smiles, it is said that ferns that are just in bloom come to full bloom. And when she is upset, it is said that storms will come raging down upon a plain. She is our queen.
Okay.
She is not, well, I'm not going to tell you if she's evil, but you heard him say that she is of pure heart.
Understandable.
It is of the utmost importance that you go and speak to her now. Please go. And he's going to basically point that she is just up the hill. Right up in this area. You can kind of like see through here where he's pointing.
Jackal will growl, "You're no queen of mine," but he dismisses his packed weapon and starts walking toward where.
Well, you're going to start walking up to that area where he pointed?
Yeah, I also dismiss my packed weapon,
Yeah.
but I do growl, "She's no queen of."
Okay. Are you guys going to go with him, or do you guys want to keep talking to him, or what?
Flack will follow at a very brisk pace. So if he'll follow Jackal and then he'll just keep going a bit faster and either make Jackal jog to keep up with him.
Okay. And what about everyone else? Mai? Or May?
Yeah.
Are you gonna follow? Is everyone in the group gonna follow?
I holster my gun.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn around and just kind of say to the group, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm not really gonna waste time talking to somebody if there's somebody else we're supposed to be speaking.
Alright, I'm up for that. Let's follow.
I'm gonna look around for my retainers and go, where in the heck did they go? And then follow along.
Alright, your characters are probably gonna fall over where I'm moving them because there's a lot of models in here. So we'll just try.
That's fine.
Oh, we even got our Eladrin friend here to come with us.
I remember watching your mission in the sewers. It was quite interesting watching someone just try to stand on top of the little...
Oh my god. The collision can be really, really friggin' annoying. But, you know, it's all good. Okay, so you come up to what looks to be a ledge of some sort, and you hear a voice that says, "Come, adventurers, I need your help." It sounds like it's coming over a hillside or over a cliffside. You can't see over it, but you have an idea that that is where you should be going, and he did point you to this direction. Maybe you could use some hemp or rope, or make a ladder, or just climb up the rocks, or use whatever you have to maybe help yourself get up there.
Come on, climb up the rock.
Wait, could you go up so we could see the features of our destination?
We're basically gonna have to get up on top of what looks to be the bridge.
Not much we can throw to it.
Can I activate my Radiant Soul?
Yeah, how does that work? What does it do for this?
I take an action. I gain glimmering silver eyes, and I sprout 2 incorporeal eagle-like wings for 1 minute. and for 1 minute or until I can end it as a bonus action, and I gain flying.
Nice.
That is equal to 30 feet.
Nice, absolutely, yeah, go for it. You activate your wings and you see what looks to be like these, you see like a bright light on the back of your back, and you see two wings kind of sprout out of this light, and it looks like angel wings, and you start fluttering up into the air, and you land right here, and you're looking down on your party now.
I drop down a rope to them.
Oh, nice, very cool. Are you gonna tie it to someone though? Because you're just gonna drop a rope down, so you need to find a place.
I'm gonna look for something to tie it off to, but I'm gonna drop down a rope to them.
Okay. All right. So when you're looking to the side, you see some rocks or some sort, and actually, you know what? Roll a perception check to see if you can find a rock like that.
1 second.
While he's doing this, would I actually be able to see if there's anything that he would be able to tie it off to?
You could give him advantage. You can give him a helping hand on your perception. If you want to do that, you could roll your perception check with advantage. Okay, yeah.
If I roll with advantage, it would just be
no, he would.
and then
He
space
Quinbaros is going to roll again, but with advantage since you're giving him a helping hand. Dang, bro.
Yeah.
That's even worse.
Not very wise.
Are you finding anything up there?
Yeah, I would have said you have to roll a 10. You guys could try and help him. Maybe like, look up there. Whoever wants to try and help him or try and figure their own way up. I'll let you guys do something.
Can Flack just try and dexterously climb up the the rocks to try and get up there?
Can't I just pull them up with the rope? Because
yeah, you'll have to make a strength check for each person.
Or an athletics check?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Athletics, yes. You could drop the rope down and tell them to like hold on, and you roll a strength check. And oh man, so it's really cool. We planned our characters out more, and it was not like a one shot. We could even go based on like weight limits and stuff. And then the weight limit could be, I could write like a whole chart down. All right, but anyways. Go ahead and roll, and I'll tell you if you succeed on... Who do you want to do first?
I'm the lightest.
Let's pull up May.
Yay!
All right, roll it.
While he's doing that, can I see if I can just get up there via like acrobatics?
Yeah,
sure.
Flack wants to do the same with Acro.
You pulled her up, by the way. You pulled up Mai or May. Is it Mai or is it May?
It's May.
May, okay. You pulled May up, and you want to try and do some sort of like dexterous activity to try to get up, dexterous action or some sort.
Yeah, as well as Flack.
Roll an acrobatics check to see if you can like maybe climb up the rocks and jump to the next one, because it is kind of high up. This is like at least 15 feet up. Okay, 15 succeeds for Jace. So Jace, you come over to the side of the rocks, and you look up, and you see what looks to be some sort of like kind of grooves in the rock, but you see one rock that is kind of like a straight face up, so you have to kind of jump over to the right, walk along the wall, and then you jump over the side, and you made it.
Cool.
All right.
We all rolled a 15.
Okay, well then 15s you all make it.
We will just scramble up the rocks.
Are we all gonna do that? Jackal, Tara, everyone, you just want to try to roll an acrobatics check?
I'll wait for the rope.
What's that?
I'll wait for the rope.
Wait for the rope?
If
Okay.
you want, honestly, if you want to get pulled up by the rope, you can do it right now, and I'll just try to help Quinbaros. So he can roll with advantage to pull you up.
Make 2 athletic. Okay.
Alright, do I roll first?
No, it would just be Quinbaros.
Alright.
I think if you make a roll, you probably can do a 1d20 with advantage, and it'll automatically roll twice and keep the highest op.
Well, I got a 22 with advantage.
That works. So who are we pulling up now?
I'm guessing.
Jackal.
Jackal.
Whoa, Jackal, you fell. Here you go, buddy. I got you up. All right, we have 2 people left, Tara and Marie.
Oh, mine was I was doing acrobatics just to get up there.
Oh, what was your roll?
That was 15, I believe.
Okay, cool.
I made a 10, so.
Ooh, no, 10 does not succeed. Someone's gonna have to help you.
Yay.
I'll drop the rope down again for her.
All right, roll your check.
I'd like to assist.
I got a 22.
Damn it, man. I'm really hoping someone rolls a 1 and she falls and, like, it's just, like, we roleplay that. Roleplay the 1.
It would be very appropriate to drop the high maintenance individual.
I rolled a 22 to pull her up.
Okay, yeah. So, you're all up here now, and who would you, like, as a group, we're just gonna roll 1 perception check, so we don't roll, like, 1,000 times. Campaign would just take way too long. So,
Black would like to do that.
who would like to roll the perception check?
Me.
All right, go for it. Go for it, Miss May.
Huh?
Yeah, roll. Whoever's rolling, roll it.
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, they said me.
Me,
I said
Jace.
okay.
Okay.
Jason.
Okay, so while you're up here, you're all kind of like bumping into each other, and you see this tall-looking, almost like a spirit. It's very bright and glowing, and you see a man that's next to him. Oh, roommate's home.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, we can hear you.
But yeah, you see this tall-looking female, and you don't know who she is, and there's another Eladrin male. He's sitting over there. You don't know that he's Eladrin, because you didn't actually ask the last person who he was. But yeah. Okay, so, what do you guys want to do, now that you know what your surroundings are?
Is the woman wearing like a crown or anything? Anything that I
Say what?
identify her as queen?
It's just hard to hear you, Jackal, by the way.
Sorry. Is the queen wearing? Is the woman wearing? Is the woman the? Do I know that?
No, you don't know if that's the queen or not. But you do see someone over there.
He's asking if she's wearing a crown.
Oh, yeah, I would say she's, well, I wouldn't say it's really a crown, rather. I would say it's more like antlers. Maybe it's their form of a royal crown of some sort, because it is a whole other culture, a whole other plane of existence.
As a half-elf, would I recognize that? Probably.
Roll a history check.
Alright.
I feel like only full elves and their sub-races of full elves would have, like, advantage on these rolls. They would be the ones who talk about tales and stuff. Oh my god! Even at a critical hit, even at like a 19. Yeah, I would say you know that is like what looks to be a figure of authority. Because she's definitely brighter. She almost has a radiant glow of like a light yellow coming off of her.
I'll walk up to her. What do you want? And then after a moment, as an afterthought, I'll say, Your Majesty.
You're gonna say what?
What do you want, Your Majesty?
You're just gonna go up there and say, what do you want?
Yeah.
He says he was gonna, afterwards he can just, like, say Your Majesty, like, as an afterthought.
Oh, okay. What do you want, Your Majesty? Okay. Let me get into perspective real quick. Okay, as you come in, she's gonna say, Please, adventurers, come forth. I wish to speak to thee. Would you all heed that and walk up?
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Really quick, get you in.
May pulls her gun.
You're gonna see her almost like raise her hand, but not like up in the air, just kind of like in a neutral, passive, please hold your weapons, sir. Okay, she's gonna say, hold on one moment. We just have some business really quick and I'll be able to come right up to you. So you guys are able to listen on this conversation. The Eladrin to the left of her is going to speak to her and he's gonna say, my lord, we have word from... and he starts kind of coughing. She kind of gives him a look. We have word from the Feydark. Our forces were completely wiped out by the Fomorian, and he starts having creaks in his neck and his back, and you see like what? Hey nation, welcome. You see what looks to be almost like he's like lethargic. I don't know if that's the word I would look for. He's like almost sapped of all of his energy, and you see like a form of leprosy start taking place on his arms and his cheek and stuff, and he's almost kind of starts breaking out, and the queen knows exactly what has happened. She raises her wand, walks over to him. She says, I'm sorry you had to go through this. She puts the tip of her wand on his forehead. You see this light bursting out of her. It's like a yellowish white light. It starts bursting out of the seams of the like sores and everything. And then a big glow kind of forms around him and he explodes in light. I guess think Matrix. 1. So he's gone.
You killed him.
Can I roll to see if I know what a Fomorian is?
No, you can't because I've... Oh, actually, yes, you can roll.
Wow, quite the entrance there for us.
Yeah.
Would that be history?
I'm sorry? That would definitely be... That would be history, yes.
Alright.
Roll this with disadvantage because they are from the Feydark, which is like almost like a sub area of that. So roll it with disadvantage.
In the world.
While like that was going on,
I mean, I'll
Flock would
take an
just
8 then.
taken out his Iqua and just like running his finger along the.
I'm sorry you had to
no,
witness
no,
this,
no.
friends. She's gonna say, but I just freed him of the worst curse imaginable. And if I hadn't, he would have spread his illness to all of our ilk. You guys can talk.
Life happens.
Do I know anything?
You do not know what the Fomorians are now. At least he was starting to suffer, but at least, as Nation says in chat, at least he didn't suffer.
Could you tell me about the disease?
Yes, absolutely. So he was stricken from the evil eye curse of the Fomorian, a race of once beautiful giants that lived in the Feywild. We had been at war with them. They were very greedy, and because of their greed and suffering, they were cursed by us, and their outward appearance changed to reflect the greed in their hearts. Almost an abomination look. They are called the Fomorians. They live in the Feydark. If you're from the Prime Material Plane, you may have heard of the Underdark. This is a mirror of that version.
So you're saying you created this disease?
So as a DM, I don't know if they created it, and I'm gonna say no, that they did not. But I know as like a DM that they were cursed from something. Oh, it's like really old lore. Their stats aren't even in 5th edition. So I had.
I'm saying these people cursed the giants, and therefore this curse is of their own making.
I don't think this is her curse. No, they were cursed by something, maybe from the Feydark.
There is also eons of time that probably has passed since that.
Yeah. I know that they were at war with the Eladrin, and they are like a great threat to the Eladrin now, specifically, and they are like cousins to giants. And that is what she has conveyed right now to you in player, from character to character. But the elves did not curse them, Nation says. All right, that's what I thought. I didn't think that the elves cursed them. I know it's like they got cursed somehow, and it changed their appearance, and they became the Fomorians to what we know now. And whenever they do like they have like their own signature ability that can like curse you, and then it'll start converting you into that, and that is what she is explaining now. What you could tell.
Flack will kind of just take a step forward, like still running his finger along this blade and not even really looking at Titania. He'll just say, "So you wanted us to go on an adventure or something, wasn't it?"
I need your help. I've sent a group of my court of the Seelie. I sent them down to the Feydark, and the only one to return, and she looks back to a pile of dust on the ground, was this individual here. He was one of my best friends, one of my best men, and none have returned except for him. I fear the worst. Normally I would have my own people go down there, but I'm in desperate need of someone of an outside thought, if you will. Someone that might see something different than the way we think. We need a mortal touch in this.
I don't care for your sob story. I just want to know which way to adventure.
A man of my taste. I like this. Alright. I would give you a map, if you will take it, and it'll mark where to go.
Yeah, Flack will take it.
Okay. She reaches over and she gives a map. The map is very warm to the touch, as if it's kind of like been within her radiant light for a long time. Shows a map of the Feywild, and it has, when you look at the map, I want you to roll an Arcana check to see if you notice it right away.
Okie dokie.
Okay, while he is
16.
rolling, okay, you got a 16, so you look at the map, and it shows you exactly what you are thinking. Where do we need to go? It shows the city, and it shows all these other cities, but you see one area in particular light up, and it has like a sort of like kind of writing to it that you don't recognize. If you were a druid, you might understand it as like a druid craft, kind of like, so whatever the writing is. But yeah, it is, the name is in druid. Okay, but that, you see basically where it's telling you to go. You don't know the name of this location, but you could ask her.
I know, he's not going to care about that. He knows where to go now.
Right. Okay, do you want to tell the rest of your folk?
I'll just say, let's go! And then he'll just, like, immediately start walking in whichever direction, like, the map points.
I would kneel and say, Your Grace, how do we avoid such fate? And I nod towards the direction of the ash.
Yeah, it's sad that that person had to go through it, but you have yourselves been warned of the creatures of the Feydark. Who all is going to, this is your last chance if you want to interact with the queen of the summer court, Titania. You could ask about like who she is. You could not do anything. We could keep going the story. It's up to you. Whoever wants to talk.
I know that maps that have magic ability are great and all, but even still, does it show where we are currently?
Yes, it shows exactly where you are.
Is it a red dot?
Is it a red dot? It's actually not a dot at all. It is, well, it does show like a dot representing the city, and then you have like golden text over it. Then you see a line on the map that is pointing up to another little dot, and it has golden text that's glowing as well. And then around all the other dots, you see like other kind of brown dots that look like they could be cities, but they're not relevant to where she's told you to go.
Alright, I just wanted to know if it said you are here.
In Fey.
It is. It may say that, but you don't know unless you're a druid.
Fair enough.
Where are we going? I'm asking where we're going to the queen.
You were going to an ancient forest that leads to the Feydark. I have given you a map and it shows you exactly how to get there. Be very careful because the woods of the Feywild are notorious for getting people and foreigners specifically kind of confused and just kind of turned around. Be very careful and stick together and stick to this map.
Deal.
Okay. All right. Are we all ready?
Aye.
Ready!
Bye.
Yep.
So you guys
Alright.
start heading down this way. You're looking at the map and you all hop down here, going around, and see where you were originally. And the man kind of nods to you and he points to the direction where you're kind of the best way you can get out of here. Start going this way around here and you are now exiting to the forest.
My favorite terrain.
Oh no, I forgot to ask what our payment was.
Oh, you should have asked her. I was asking. You didn't even ask her.
I have a gun. I don't need a payment.
I was distracted making a Twitch account.
I would like to fire my gun.
You just fired into the air. And everyone looks at you like you're a crazy man.
I fired my gun. That's all I wanted.
Scott, is your character male or female? I'm just curious.
She's a female.
So it's she. So this is even better. It's a crazy woman with a gun.
So, while Flack's probably leading the way, looking at the map, he'll, like, try and, like, remain alert, while leading the entire party.
One more.
It has
Graham, I have a
slowed.
question. Quick question, Graham.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you use the passive scores for perception, investigation, and insight, or
I do, yeah, but some of these are like completely in a whole other plane of existence, so some of them I will roll. If you were like a Fey yourself, I would probably do passive and you would know.
Okay.
So, wait, did I miss something? I might have, did anything, like, did you say anything, like, after we...
No. What do you mean? After
Alright.
what?
No, I thought my mic cut out for a minute, because I...
No,
it's
you
like,
said everything.
we were talking about... Alright.
Watching, trying to stay alert, guiding the whole party.
Okay, good. Good.
Okay. You are in... You have made your way into a forest, and I am really trying to find music that'll fit this environment. 1 second.
In the meantime, may I ask, where are my retainers and where's my war horse?
What? Why are you asking me?
Did you, what? I don't even know what your name is, sir.
My name is May.
I know who your name is. The man.
I'm Quinn Barros.
Well, Quinn Barros. Did it ever occur to you that perhaps they didn't travel through your portal? I'm assuming that you went through.
I watched them go first.
Well, then I don't know what to tell you.
You are all so loud.
I have a gun. I'm firing it in.
Especially you, little one.
Alright, we are back now, and I got the music playing that I wanted to play. Everyone watching the stream will be able to hear it if you have the muted. If you don't, have the audio muted. Or those who are just watching normally. Okay, alright, so you have made it into what looks to be a very misty bog of some sort. It seems what she has warned you of is very correct. You want to stick together and not stray too far apart from one another.
Okay, I'm summoning a longsword.
You're gonna do what?
Summon a longsword.
You're gonna summon a longsword?
Yeah, packed weapon.
Oh, your pack weapon. Okay. Alright, cool. You have your weapon in your hand, and you are on edge. I wouldn't say you're on edge, but this environment is very weary to you. This is what you passively see right now in character.
I am always on edge.
You're just an edgelord.
I'm not
Black
an
is
edgelord.
perfect at home.
My character is just very, I don't know. He's very careful.
I am going to draw my sword and shield, and I am going to cast light onto my sword.
Okay. You cast the light, but the light seems very faded, as if like the environment is almost sucking the light out of it, so it's not producing a tremendous amount of light. However, there is natural light, ambient light happening.
There's something dampening magics.
Oh, so are we in a swamp right now?
Thanks for the follow, Stone to Date. What was your question?
So we're in a swamp right now.
A bog.
You could assume that, but you could roll. Yeah, I would say with your natural passive perception that you could tell you're in a bog, and you have a map that is pointing you to this direction. Do you guys want to start moving forward together? Someone want to try that?
I would like to use my divine sense.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. I will know the location of any celestial fiend, undead, good, and evil within 60 feet that is not behind total.
Does this include Fey?
Yes.
Okay, so you sense many Fey creatures. Wisps, you sense fairies, you sense different types of like creatures. Nothing that seems like it would be too harmful towards you.
So no evil.
Yeah,
60 feet.
no evil, but this place is got you on edge. Thanks for the follow, get him. Sorry, go ahead.
I want to cast Minor Illusion and make a cackling sound come from the trees behind us.
It reacts and shoots up the trees. Ah!
You'd say you're gonna go climb a tree, and so you shoot up a tree?
No, I think
I just shoot the tree where the sound comes from. It's like, ah!
Okay. Yeah, you got things that are spooking you guys, big time here.
Quiet, you morons.
Gosh, there we go, breaking out the first insult to the group.
Well, I can tell you guys right now which one we should put at the front of the party if we want a quick reaction.
He is right. My character will say he is right.
So who do you want to put in the lead? Who are we putting? Is it Jace?
I think it was a joke I had made against
Oh, yeah,
Scott.
yeah.
May will take the lead.
May will take the lead, okay.
Does May even know where they're going? Because Flack has the map.
She's just gonna lead you guys, okay. Well,
You're just gonna kind of steer her so she starts moving off.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Okay.
Flack will just give a very big sigh and like walk behind Faye and behind May, and whenever she like goes away from where we're supposed to go, he'll just like bonk her on the side of the head and make her go right in the right direction.
okay.
My character will say kind of mockingly, like, sure, May, you can be a leader. I'm sure you can. You'll do great.
So,
kind of like assuring a little kid that they can do something when in reality they really can't.
as you guys are sitting here talking, for the next like 2 minutes or so of talking, you hear like a very loud screech. It sounds like some sort of like spider-like creature.
I'm gonna use Minor Illusion to duplicate the sound.
try and make a
it's
check
coming
to
from.
see if I recognize the sound?
You could, but I'm trying to tell you guys
Who made
that there's
the
creatures
minor
coming. So you
Yeah,
guys might
no,
want to
I
make
was
a
gonna
move on.
say which ways does the sound like it's coming from?
From
if I,
behind you. It's coming from behind you.
Well, I'm just gonna lightly say, everybody, let's go.
Time to go.
I'll cast minor illusion on May. I'll create a blindfold on her eyes, saying, "You don't want to see this, May. It's scary."
I fire blindly into the crowd.
Okay, so do you guys want to start going forward, left, right? Where do you want to go? Because this is, by the way, in character, this is basically how and what you would see.
Yeah, I'm gonna start going up, like, I guess, forward to the right, I guess, for what I would have been able to see, since there's that giant tree in front.
Okay, so I'm walking up that way right now. We're going to say in character you guys are starting to see. You're starting to move behind that person. You guys are following him. Okay, this is what you see right now.
It's up to Scott if he wants to actually continue and take the lead, because currently it's Tara.
Wait, no, isn't it a blindfolded May?
You made an illusion, so.
It's
Oh,
an
yeah.
illusion.
Oh yeah, technically it wouldn't follow her, but
Yeah.
isn't May?
Okay. May, are you taking the lead now?
Of course I am.
Okay.
Let's do this.
All right, where do you want to go, May?
Straight forward.
All right, you start going forward, and you see all these like really creepy vines. Actually, roll a perception check real quick.
You got it. Perception.
I was also going to pull out my rapier.
Okay.
Yeah,
7. I'm keeping a good lookout.
Longbow.
Yep. At a 7, this is basically what you see. You don't see much more than this, but you do see what looks to be some sort of like purple-looking plant. But your 7 doesn't. Your 7 does not tell you if you recognize this kind of plant with your perception. It's very
That'd
foggy.
be a nature check.
You could do a nature check, but your 7, because it's so
It's the
foggy.
same roll.
Yeah, you could walk up to it and try making a nature check.
Sure, I'll try that.
Yeah, because with your 7, it's so foggy out, you can't see much beyond the grass and the fog. The haze.
Flack is just ready to shoot anything like that looks like a beast or creature that comes jumping out because he wants to shoot something. He just wants to shoot something.
Scott, with your 11, you don't know what this is, and it is kind of like moving and almost like an octopus-like underwater fashion. If this were like a kelp, rather, oh my god. Oh.
One dumb.
One dumb. Yeah, so you don't know what that
There you
is, but when you get closer to it, you see like it kind of explode of like plumes of like dust. And it's like purple dust. And then it kind of like deflates one of the orbs.
I killed it.
I don't
We'll
think
move on.
that's what happened.
Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Good job, man.
4.
Good job, May. You saved.
Okay, do you guys want to keep going, or do you want to look at this plant?
I'm not looking at no weird ass plant.
I take a shot at the plant.
You want to take the plant?
No, I take a shot at the plant.
Take a shot at it? Okay. Alright,
I shoot.
Roll for attack real quick. This is not initiative, just see if you can damage it.
It's my...
I'm gonna make sure Quimbaro stays as far as possible away from May, just out of fear of being shot.
So do you want to be behind, to the left, the right, forward? Where would you prefer to be?
But way in the back, way behind May, because she's up front. I do not want to be anywhere near the person firing off shots randomly.
You really
12!
Where is her character? Trying to find.
I don't know.
I mean, it's so foggy, it's hard to see. I think I left you back here.
Probably.
Oh, you're right.
Yep. Nope. There she is, right there under the tree.
I fire! I rolled a 12.
Yeah, you hit its AC, and you see like the plume, another bulb of some sort, kind of explode. You also hear loud. You hear like multiple of these creatures. They just seem to be all around you. Yeah, something heard you, and they heard you talking originally, and now they are about to attack. So roll for initiative. I'll roll.
Damn it.
Wait. I'll suggest, hey May, I think it would be a good experiment if you tried to breathe in some of the pain.
Ah, don't try me. I'll pump you in with lead.
I'm gonna be doing the initiatives, by the way.
Yeah.
Everyone here. That's why I had your Jason code. I need to have a minute for prep real quick because I was not really prepared for this.
Take your time.
Fire everything.
Would Flack get to shoot because he was waiting for something to come?
One moment. I need to go see if I could find what I'm looking for. We'll see if I have what I'm looking for real quick. Let's see if there is like something here that I could use. You are going to be fighting some spiders. And I cannot... These are crabs. But I might use them as spiders.
That's a creepy looking spider.
Yeah, it looks like something actually from the Feywild, so I think I'll use this.
It would make more sense since it doesn't have the normal amount of legs that a spider would have.
Yeah.
How do I roll initiative again?
I roll it.
I was gonna say exclamation point just to get the numbers for everybody, but
No, I'm gonna roll it. Because I have all your Jason code, so it'll give it all to me. And I just load you guys in there, and I click execute initiative, and it gives me all the numbers.
oh neat.
Fancy.
If
very
out of
true.
curiosity, Grim, if I had heard these spiders getting closer, would it be possible for me to, in the last moments before they actually break into like view, to try and disguise or hide myself?
No. Nope.
Okay.
You should have done that prior to him firing his weapon.
Yeah, no, that's what I was figuring. I was asking.
Yeah, so I have 2, 4... Are there 7 people in here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you guys should single-handedly be able to do this. We are going to fight... These will not be hard at all. Okay, alright.
That's good because I don't have the faintest idea what my character's fighting abilities are. This is an idea I put together last night, but I never tried to figure out what the numbers were, or anything like that.
Oh god, I can't see any of them. This is terrifying.
Isn't it so cool, like, tabletop simulator for, like, D&D?
This
Find
is
them.
awesome. I love this.
I know it's taken me a little bit longer, but I would normally, like, have this in, like, saved objects in a little folder somewhere, and so normally
Yeah,
it's
no,
not
that's fine.
sluggish at all.
Yeah, no worries. This is cool. It's interesting to see what all you can do with tabletop.
I'm just happy to
because
be able
holy
to play D&D.
Alright guys, what you're seeing right now is going to be the initiative. We have phase spiders, and I prefer you guys not to look them up unless you already know what their stats are. But yeah, here we go.
They have 22 charisma. Don't at me.
Alright, so the initiative order, this is how it goes. Flack with a 25, Jace with a 24,
Damn.
Jackal with an 18, Terra with a 14. You got Face Spider number 1 with a 13. And then Quinn Burrows, 9. Face Spider number 2 at a 7. Then Maria at a 6. And May, unfortunately, with the 5, going last. Let me get their names so that we know. This will be Face Spider 1. It's so hard, you can't really see him because of the fog. You just, oh man, I love it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wondered if you wanted to change their color just for the sake of being able to see where they are.
No, man, because this is what your characters would see, really. So
Yeah,
it's
no,
like,
this is neat. I love
Aren't
it.
face spiders blue or something like that?
you know, like I didn't have time to find a model. I would have like made it look like concept art, but you know, I do what I can with what I got, right? Okay, I'm gonna change music. All right, and before we start, I'm just going to pee really quick, and I'm gonna put us on a 60-second commercial. Never done this, and I've wanted to.
Commercial.
Okay, tell me, have you guys gone into a commercial yet?
No, there's no commercial.
No commercial.
Okay, weird. All right, I'll be right back.
Are you trying to make money out of this? No.
It's commercial.
Sell out. Oh, it's commercial. Yeah.
Monetization.
I don't do commercials. Not my
doggies.
Good for you.
It sucks because the commercials are occasion like is gonna constantly be buffering for me, so it's gonna take longer than 60 seconds.
What's the where do I find all the commands for Avery? Because I can't find any place that has all the commands.
So the generic commands for Avray is just gonna be !C for checks, S for saves.
Type that.
Then the question is whether or not he wants to doing actual attacks in here, which I don't think he will. But you can do, if you have your weapons inside of your D&D Beyond already activated, you have to basically turn on all of them or wield them. And then once they're wielded, you can actually make an attack with it. So like if I go into...
Okay, we are back, and no, I'm not trying to make money off you guys. I just wanted to try this thing really quick. I'll show you.
So you can actually just do its !A and then the name of your weapon, and it'll give you a hit and a damage. Your best bet for finding a link for Avray's items is going to be probably Avray itself.
Yeah, if you type !help, it will like PM you a list of commands.
All right, guys, I'm back. We are back. And yeah, so did you guys see anything? Because there's like a button, if you see the screenshot in general. There's like a button that says 60-second break. I don't know what it does, but apparently nothing.
It gave us 2 ads.
They give you what?
2 ads, I think.
Okay.
I didn't get anything.
I'm not trying to make money off anyone. I just wanted to try that button so I could go pee and stuff.
Alright. It might be because
I guess it's a hit or miss then for some people, I guess.
Okay. Right, so Flack, you're up, my man. It's gonna be hard for you to see things, so normally in combat it's just very statistical. I try to add a lot of roleplay elements to it, but I don't want the roleplay to negatively impact the combat, so I'm not gonna say you don't know where the enemy is, but I want to add a level of suspense to this. So really quick, roll a perception check to see if you can hear the water splashes and you can see the shrubs around you. We're gonna add a role play to it. If you don't see it, we might have to skip you if you don't see it. So what?
What is this environment?
What is the environment? Like a bog?
a swamp.
It's a bog. Okay, so definitely not favorite terrain.
Yeah, it would be
19.
swamplands.
This is what your character would see. Okay, yeah, you see, let's see, you can see the bushes and stuff around you to the left moving. And you hear something behind you in your peripheral view to the right. You hear like this.
How far away from me is the one to my right? Can I?
Maybe 10 feet.
Yeah.
It's like really close. And I'll allow you to say something really quick.
Alright. Guys, there's one behind me, one to my left.
They don't know what one is, so you might want to warn them of something.
Yeah, one of something. And I'm gonna bonus action turn. Oh, so I'm gonna turn to the one behind me. I'm gonna bonus action use Hunter's Mark. Can I?
Yeah, go for it. You play it. So you kind of like see now where it is because you see this blood red eye kind of form above it, and a drop of blood kind of falls down on it. That's the visual that you see for Hunter's Mark. That's what I've always used for Hunter's Mark in my campaigns. It's like this little red eye.
That's a cool way to do it.
Yeah, it's like I wouldn't say a debuff, but it's going to show you specifically. I don't know if everyone else can see it, but since we're kind of running like an immersive campaign, I like to think that there is a visual that you would see, and it kind of tells you where it is. You're not going to have to make you won't have to make a perception check to see if you can see that enemy. So you know that it's to your right, so you can do your now action.
So yeah, I'm gonna make 2 attacks against it. I'll do the first one with, like the second. If the first one hits, I'm gonna do the second with my frickin' Colossus Slayer feature.
Okay, go for it. See if you can hit its AC first. No! Oh man, so we actually have a fumble table.
Big oof.
Let me see if I can pull it out really quick. Hold on.
Oof.
First
First
attack
roll.
in the whole campaign is a nat 1.
Nat 1, man.
But against little baby spiders, so it's okay. We'll get all the nat ones out now.
Sure, better now than against the BB.
All right,
The
hold
baby
on.
kraken.
Before we go, I actually have
Remember
a
to
deck right
shuffle.
here that we're gonna run with, and this is like for 4th edition. But so if it says like something weird, I'll probably make it like wisdom. So here we go. This is your fumble card, and you're doing ranged.
Remember to shuffle the deck.
It is ranged, yes.
You have to shuffle the deck because that's the first card.
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
hold on. Okay, so ranged, you take 1d6 points of bleed. That's notched fingers. That's on your
Ow.
1. So go ahead and roll a 1d6 for bleed. You apparently shot your foot. Unfortunate, dude.
Well, if it's notched fingers, it probably
Ow.
bow sliced into your finger. I guess. Fuck, that sucks.
Yeah, I think that the bowstring probably like hit you, maybe. And your guys
Yeah,
just
no, I'll imagine it as I'm going to do it. My fingers, like, in all my excitement, my finger slips and the string flicks out and just hits me in, like, the wrist and, like, draws blood.
yeah. Go ahead and on your D&D sheet, your D&D Beyond character sheet, go ahead and deduct 2 points, and you could go on with your next attack. And hopefully it's not a miss. Thank
Yeah,
you.
hopefully it's not a miss.
Thank you, Scott, by the way, for referencing the fumble deck. That's awesome. Finally got to
You got
use
it.
it.
Alright, here we go. That is an 18 to hit.
18 hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Hey, Emily, welcome.
Damage.
Our roommate's in our chat right now. She's watching.
I do 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And Hunter's Mark does 1d6 as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does 1d6. Go ahead and roll. Oh, she left.
It takes an additional 3 points of damage from Hunter's Mark.
Alright. For these guys, normally I would have like a gym, but these guys are pretty weak, and I feel like the gyms... So the gyms I have are like, it's kind of like DM's way of metagaming, but it's not really metagaming. So I'm not going to tell you what their life is. I would show like a gym that would be like green for uninjured, light yellow for barely injured, and it would go all the way down to like red for near death. So I'm not going to show it for someone this week because it'll just take extra time to make it sluggish. Because you guys are going to be going through their life really quick. So that'd be a lot of gym changes every single turn.
Hey Graham, can I also move my full distance, just like as far away from both the creatures as like?
Yeah, so you see the Hunter's Mark. Basically, he is like 6 feet away from you right now. You don't know where the other one is right now, based on what your roll was. So
okay. I will move. Who's to my right if I'm facing the creature like that's 6 feet?
Who's to your right?
Yeah, who's to my right if I'm facing the creature that's 6 feet away from me?
You're moved to your... Wait, what? I'm so confused.
If you rotate his character to face the one he just shot at, who's to his right?
I don't think...
I know I am, but I don't know who's in front of me. There's a little small person just...
Did this one right here? Jace? There's Jace, and then up front who was shooting these things. This was Scott's character, May.
Alright, I'll actually just move past May, then, I guess. Oh, wait, May's the other way. Sorry, so Jace is the one that's crouching there, the black...
Yeah, he's like in the ferns. He's like perfectly in the size.
I want to go on the other side of Jace. Like, yeah, just go past Jace, right past Jace.
Okay. Over by that stone.
Right past Jace.
Over by that stone.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, about 20 feet.
And can I then move a bit more along the stone, 10 feet?
Along the stone, okay, so kind of past Sydney's character, Doe's character?
Yes.
Okay, you're going to be on the same square as her, because she's 5 and then 10 feet. I could put you, like right here, on top of it.
Unless you want to go to next to her.
Yeah, I mean, I can go next to her. I think on top of it wouldn't disadvantage me, from what I can say.
How's this right here? Does this work?
Yeah, no, that works perfectly.
Cool. Alright, well then that's gonna end your turn. Jace, it's your turn.
Well.
Cool. So do you want me to roll a perception check, or
yeah, roll a quick perception check, because this right here is what you see. You hear like arrows getting flung through the air, and you heard someone reference that there's creatures. So 6 is going to say you can see anything within 6 feet of you. Okay? Man, I really don't want to I don't want it to negatively impact, so I'll say that you can target the closest creature to you, which is...
Oh, that's a nat 1, Jesus.
You rolled a nat 1. I don't want to skip his turn though. Okay, so
you can skip my turn, but I know what I want to do.
I can skip it?
Yeah, but I want to make more of the creature sounds far away in the opposite direction of them.
Okay.
Just to mess with the people.
Oh my god. What is your alignment?
Chaotic neutral, I just want to see what would happen.
Okay. So where do you want to position this at? Because I'm in your perspective right now.
Out in front of May, maybe? maybe?
Sure, yeah.
Where at? What did he say? Oh, in May? Okay.
Out in front of May, like off in the distance.
Okay, so you guys now think that when you do your roll, you're gonna see what looks to be a silhouetted figure up where May is, and you guys heard gunshots, and you heard like coming from where she is. So you guys might think that. All right, is that gonna end your turn?
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, Jackal, it's your turn, homie. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing with the perception. If you can, because this is like a foggy area. Normally you wouldn't have to do this. So yeah, Jackal, roll a perception, and that's going to be basically how far you can see in feet.
And they are pretty freaking small, so.
Yeah, they are far. They are small, and like they're mixing in with the grass, and you hear like creatures from a distance. So definitely, yeah, go ahead and roll. Jackal sees 3 feet in front of him. I'm sorry, bro. Do you want to try and just take a stab in the dark at like whoever? Jackal?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so there are going to be characters that are, let's see, within 15 feet of you. So 5, 10, 15. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll a 1d6. I'm creating a chart in my head right now. On a 1, you'll hit a creature. On a 2, 3, 4, 5, you'll hit one of your allies. And on a 6, you'll hit nothing. Just roll a general 1d6. If you guys want me to drop this whole like idea with like the fog so that the battle is not going to take damn near forever, you just tell me and I'll drop the whole.
No, it's.
You kind of like it?
People should pay attention to what they're doing before they roll a perception check, though.
Yeah.
Because you can move and then roll a perception check. No, I like it. It's actually interesting.
Okay. So 1, 2, and 3, you were attacking Sydney's character. Okay, roll AC, roll the damage.
I don't think he rolled yet.
No, that was the chart. That's who you think is your enemy. So you don't have to roll to attack her. I'm not going to make you do that, but you think that based on that chart, because it's like the forward guy that I have selected on the top left, that's your enemy. The one to the very far left.
Damn.
What?
He didn't roll yet. That was a D20 roll.
Oh. Okay. Why'd you roll a d20? You're supposed to roll a 1d6.
No, he hasn't rolled yet.
Oh, go ahead and roll a 1d6, Jackal. You just type exclamation mark roll and then 1d6.
Jackal.
Are you here, Jackal?
He's not responding, no.
Alright, we're gonna skip his turn. Tara, it's your turn.
So I want to see at first, since I know where Faye. Yeah, was it Jace? Jace came from, correct? I'm sorry, Flack came from. Because I saw where his general area that he was in, so I want to move up to until I get up to where he kind of. So like I guess 5 or 10 to 20 feet up in front.
Okay, so you specifically remember that there was some firing going on beyond you, right? So
Yeah.
you heard that, and you heard like a bunch of like weird creature sounds, and then you hear like not gunshots, you hear like arrows go flying by you. And I'll allow you to move wherever your distance is.
The character to the left.
All right, to the
That's
left. Okay.
right there. And then I was just gonna say move up like 10, 15.
15 will put you basically on top of like this weird.
I believe that's Jackal's character.
Oh my bad. Sorry. I'm still getting used to everyone. Tara, your character is...
Ninja. Literally, you had your hands on him.
My bad, sorry. Okay, 15 feet.
I think it's, yeah, it puts me right next to
Jace's
Fey,
character.
or Jace. Yep. Let's see if I see anything.
Alright, roll a perception. I'm now in character now. I would be, like, basically on top of you. Okay, you can see, 21 feet. So, you can make out anything within 20, I'll say 21 feet. 20 feet. I'll round it down to 20 for the squares.
That's fine. I'm pretty sure I see at least one of them.
You can see both creatures.
I'm gonna hit the one that I would have figured was the one that Flack had attacked. So I believe that's the one on the right.
Yeah. You can sense that it's over there. You have pretty keen senses, my guy. So go ahead and make an attack roll. So, alright, 2 hit, you rolled a 25, and then you did your damage, and you rolled 5 total? Yeah, you did, because 4 is your modifier. Okay, so let me... Is that... You have 2 attacks, right? Or is it different for your...
I don't believe... I'm not sure, because it's a rogue, so under my stuff it has attacks per action.
Oh, no, you don't, you have 1 attack as a rogue. You don't get extra attack.
Yeah, that doesn't happen. It used to be. That was a 3.5, I think.
You could try to stealth up, or would that be an action in itself while you're in combat?
For him, it would be a bonus action.
Yeah,
it would be bonus. I can do hide, disengage, or dash. So
yeah,
I would probably try to hide.
Yeah, good. All right, cool. All right, you are. So would you roll a stealth check for that, since you're in combat?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that, and I'm gonna say with advantage.
Cool. He has to beat their passive perception. If they're searching for him, they have to actively be making a perception check for them. Or...
So stealth first, yes?
Yeah, roll stealth.
Roll stealth.
Okie doke. So, do you know if that beats their passive perception?
You don't know this. Graham knows.
That's why I was asking. I was asking Graham.
I'm looking, and it doesn't even...
Graham, don't tell him.
I know, it doesn't list passive perception on here.
It should, if you scroll down. Or scroll up, rather. It should say on the skills, if they don't have a passive perception, it's just, the wisdom.
Their wisdom
modifier.
Score, or 10 plus
Modifier.
the wisdom modifier?
Okay.
10 plus the wisdom modifier.
Okay, alright, yeah, so, hey Bob, welcome. Yeah, it's... What did you say you rolled?
17.
Yeah, you beat it. Okay. Your stealth.
You shouldn't tell him.
I'm telling him that he beat it. How am I supposed to tell he didn't beat it or he did beat it? I'm not telling him what the score is. I'm telling him that he is stealth.
I get that.
Yeet. Alright, that's gonna end your turn. You've used your movement and stuff. Is Jackal back?
Nope. Doesn't seem like it.
Very strange, he just kinda like up and left.
Jackal, you here?
Alright, Tara, you just went, and now it's gonna be the Fey Spider's turn. Oh, you feel hidden. Okay, you're right. That's how I should have phrased it. You feel hidden. Okay, Fey Spider is going to... It's not going to roll a perception check, because this is his native location.
Would my character be over by that spider on the
One
right?
second. Alright, I'm back. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. I was just asking, would my character be over by that spider since I was using a melee weapon?
Would the... I didn't hear what you said. What?
Would my character be over by the spider that was on the right side since I had to use a melee weapon to attack it?
Yes, you moved like 15 feet forward, and then
Yes,
to the
sir.
right.
And then my remaining yeah, my remaining distance towards the spider on the right side.
Right, okay. There's 15 feet right there. Okay. And then the spider's in front of you. Alright.
Boom.
He is going to... Let me find number 2. Okay, he's going to make an attack action against you. You're closest to it. I'm going to roll. Does 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
Oh boy. Alright, I'm going to read it out. One creature takes, and I'm going to do damage, piercing damage, and the target must make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw. And I'll tell you what happens after that, and I'm going to roll damage. You roll your DC Constitution saving throw of 11.
Okie doke. Well, I failed the save.
Oh boy.
But, would I be able to use Uncanny Dodge as a reaction to his attack to have the damage?
Yeah, for this, but not for the Constitution save.
Yeah, no, I figured.
So you take 3 points from this, and I'm going to roll for that now. On it says take 48 poison damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. If the poison damage reduces the target to 0 hit points, the target is stable but poisoned for 1 hour, even after regaining hit points, and is paralyzed while poisoned in this way.
Well then.
Alright, so you took 16 points damage. And this
Lovely.
is Terra. Oof, that hurts. That's going to end its
See,
turn.
senor.
It is now going to be Maria's turn. Miss Sydney.
Sorry, had to do some cats.
Okay, you're up. What do you want to do in your turn?
Alright, 1 second.
You're up last, coming up next.
Alright.
What happened to Quinn Barros?
Quinn Barros was not loaded in. I'm going to load him in now. One moment. I'll add you into the thing.
Where was it?
Okay, you are a 9, so I'll let you go. Actually, I'm going to let you go now, because it would be technically your turn. You would go first, and then Face Spider 2 would go. I'm going to let you go now, since your turn was skipped. And then it's going to be Maria's turn, okay? Alright, Sid?
Alright.
Alright, Quinn, let's find your character.
Yeah, I'm not even sure you have me on there.
Then it was your Jason that he was missing, I guess.
No, I'm here. He's just got me way in the back.
Oh yeah, because you told me you want to be as far away as possible.
Item.
Yeah, you said you want to be as far back from like the gunfire as possible. So this is where you are right now, and I want you to roll a perception check. Actually, I'll let you move first if you wish.
Yeah, seeing and hearing the noises, I'm going to charge forward about 20 feet.
Okay, 20 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay.
I'll make my perception check from there.
Go for it. You can see 8 feet in front of you. Or
Alright, so-
around you, rather. I'll round it up to 10.
So I can't see anything.
You can see your allies. And, yeah, you can't see anything. Do you have a way to... Yeah, that's what you see.
I'm going to move another 10 feet forward.
Alright, that's going to put you at 40 feet total.
No, 20 plus 10 is 30.
Oh, you moved 10 feet up originally. Okay, my fault.
I moved 20 feet up originally.
Oh, okay.
And I'm moving another 10.
Alright.
Math is hard. It's okay.
Yes. We're good. I moved you up 10 feet.
And then I am going to cast... I am going to cast Shield of Faith on my...
Okay. You cast Shield of Faith on yourself.
And I will end my turn there.
Okay.
Well, I will ready an action in case anything comes towards me. Sorry.
Okay. Alright, Maria, it's your turn. Sid?
Finally. Okay. Guess I'm looking good. Alright, so I'd like to see how much I can actually see in front of me, please.
This is what you see in front of you. I'm inside your headspace right now.
That's great. So I can't make out any of the monsters?
No, but you could try moving forward and then rolling a perception check to see if you could see the monsters. Because it is foggy, it is a swamp, and the little spider things are about maybe a foot in diameter.
Sure, go ahead and move me up. Like
How many feet do you want to move, and where do you want to move?
10 feet forward.
Okay, 5, 10. You're in 10 feet. Go ahead and roll a perception if you want to try and find where these creatures are.
Okay.
Okay, so you can see 23 feet in front of you. I'll round it up to 25.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see the creature.
Great. I shall cast. Where was it? That's not it. Wait. Oh, okay, I'll do this.
What's that?
ID Insinuation.
An ID select. I didn't hear you. What?
ID Insinuation. It does 1d12 damage. Psychic damage.
Oh, it's insinuation.
Something.
Okay, go for it. Do you want me to move you close to someone? Because you moved 10 feet so far. You know where the enemy is.
No, it's a 60-foot range. It's good.
Okay. Alright, roll to see if you can hit.
Okay, give me a second.
Oh.
Jackal, are you back yet? I don't know if Jackal's here. We had to like skip his turn. 17 hits. Roll damage.
Okay, hold on. They need to make a saving throw first.
Okay, what's the save?
Wisdom.
Okay, they rolled an 11.
They did not make it.
Oh boy.
They had to make a 15.
It was a 1. Oh boy. Well, they didn't suffer at least. The spider. So they took 1 point total?
And it's incapacitated.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It failed its wisdom saving throw. And insinuation, it causes incapacitation if it fails the wisdom saving throw.
Nice.
Basically, it took 1 point of damage and passed out.
That's phenomenal.
Alright, is there anything
That's
else you want to do on your
amazing.
turn?
No, that's about it.
Alright, well that's gonna end your turn. It's gonna go to May.
Eh. Do I have a general idea where they are?
I would say that you heard some flopping in the water to the left of you as something was incapacitated, and you can't see the hunter's mark that was put on someone. Only the person who cast it could see it. However, you did hear all sorts of footsteps and everything. This is your passive perception. Yeah, you heard something flop really loud in the water to the left of you. So you could potentially walk over there, and you could, as a DM, make your perception check.
I'll stand here and make my perception check.
Roll for it. You can see 10 feet in front of
10.
you.
Alright. I'll take a shot in the dark.
Okay. Roll attack with disadvantage.
You got it. I'll start out with casting Firebolt
Okay.
at the target.
Yeah, if you guys like want to just try and take a pot shot in the dark, if you're ranged, I'll allow that. If you roll a 1, you will be hitting your allies though, because it's a kind of a shot in the dark, right? Okay.
On top of the fumble card.
Oh jeez.
Perfect.
Well, you took the 1, so you definitely hit your ally. Roll for damage.
You got it. And
All right, so far May has like really fucked you guys in this campaign. He got you guys into like a battle. You guys don't. This is like the worst environment to get into a battle because you're like trudging along in like this bog.
so somebody takes 12 damage.
All right, well we're gonna roll a 1d6 and we'll see who that is. So I'll go like this: 1 on the far left, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It is Jackal, who is apparently not even here anymore.
Yeah, Jackal apparently has to leave.
Oh,
So
shit.
Jackal got killed by the fireball.
Okay. All right. Well, Jackal's character did he leave? What did he say? Flag. Sorry, unexpectedness. Have to go.
Gotta go.
Okay. Well, that's fine. You basically just killed off one of your characters.
Let him be a meat shield.
Oh, alright. In the panic, I used my bonus action to fire my gun.
Okay.
I can do this.
Hold on, I'm reloading real quick because I think I deleted a model that I shouldn't have. The game's lagging. There we go.
So the one that's incapacitated, is that the one with my hunter's mark, or is that the other one?
No, it's
It's
the
the
other
other one.
Okay.
Hunter's Mark one just bit me, and they do 4d8 poison damage. So yeah.
Ow.
Yeah, they can
Still
make
at
him knock
disadvantage?
somebody out.
DM still at disadvantage.
Yeah, you're just taking a shot in the dark.
God, if you fucking roll another nat one.
If you shoot someone again, you're lucky though. You killed a character that wasn't here.
11.
Okay, 11, let me check. 11 does not actually hit.
I fire into the mist. Ah!
You actually hit a tree and you see bark and stuff just kind of like shatter and fall to the ground. Nothing of any
I feel
consequence.
proud.
You feel proud, okay, you killed one of your allies and, alright. That's gonna...
Killed something. I don't know what it is, but I killed something.
You hear
that's
this
gonna
man.
be my turn.
You just hear this man go,
how
OW!
much XP does he get? How much XP does he get for killing off a character?
I actually don't go by XP, I go by milestone.
Milestone.
Go by milestone.
That's a big milestone.
Yeah, I would say maybe. Well, we have to get through the combat first, so we'll do that after. Alright, so that is going to now be Flack's turn.
Okay. So Flack can still obviously see the one with the hunter's mark, so Flack is going to make an attack with his longbow against the one with the hunter's mark.
Okay, yeah, it is directly to the right of you. You might want to move a little bit so you don't hit your allies. Actually, you've got a pretty clear sight, but the old man is in front of you. And I don't think he would like being shot at since you just met him maybe 2 hours ago.
True. Could I move a bit towards the spider and then to the left side of a perfectly clear shot?
So you start wading your throughs to this murky water infested bog, and you're kind of moving the stuff away, and you hear the sound, and you kind of start moving closer. You're now within range, and you won't hurt someone in front of you. Unless, of course, you do like a 1 and we roll a fumble card. So go ahead and roll, see if you can hit if you want to attack.
Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my feature.
Okay.
Sharpshooter. So I'm gonna take a -5 penalty to my roll.
Okay.
But
feeling confident with them rolls.
If it hits, it's gonna do +10 damage.
Oh, that's good damage, dude. We'll see if it'll.
Oh yes.
-5, so that's a 50.
Nice, dude. Yeah, the 20 definitely freaking hits him.
Well,
so it's 15. 15 hits?
So
okay.
It's going to be 8 piercing damage, plus 10 bloody damage from Sharpshooter. And it is still piercing. And it's also going to be my Colossus Slayer, so an extra 1d8.
So just tell me the total damage.
Let me roll that real quick.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
1d8 and the hunter's mark.
Yeah, go for it.
So that is a total of
29.
Oh, this is a lot. Yeah, 29 points of damage.
Alright,
damage
Mr.
as
Flack.
I just decide to fuck this thing up.
Mr. Flack, how do you want to do this killing blow?
So, this thing, seeing, like, I'm just gonna go full, like, bloodlust, like, this creature. This is a creature I haven't killed before. I'm just gonna make my way through my allies, make a very clear aim, and then just, as the arrow flies, it's just gonna pierce right through its skull, pierce the hard carapace, and then it's just gonna go right out the other side, blowing chunks and bits all over.
Just see it explode.
Like, around.
Well, you guys don't have to roll perception for that enemy anymore. Alright, do you have another attack or no, or what?
I do have another attack and a bonus action.
Oh shit, dude. Alright. You will have to roll perception or move or whatever you want to do to hit this guy. So.
Can I roll can I move towards where I heard the fighting happen with the other one?
You heard it somewhere up beyond you, north of you, in front of you.
Alright, then with that I'll use the rest of my movement to just move north as far as I can.
So you have how much movement?
30 feet total, but I use like 15 to move there, 10 to move.
15, alright. Alright, I moved you here. Now you can go ahead and roll. You
That's
can
a
see
19.
20 feet. I've rounded up. So you can see 20 feet.
Alright.
Alright, you see the creature as well as all your allies. It's good to be perceptive.
Bonus action, hunters mark it onto that creature on the ground.
Now you will not have to make any more perception checks, assuming it doesn't, assuming it survives.
Oh yeah, no, because I didn't know. So you have you have 2 attack actions as a hunter?
I have 2 attack actions.
Yeah, at level 5 you get extra attack for him.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Alright, go for it.
Anyway, so it's prone, right? Is it prone or is it just restrained? Like
it is incapacitated, therefore it is considered prone.
Okay, so it'll be disadvantage for a ranged attack. That's okay.
It'll be disadvantage for a ranged attack? Okay, go for it. Go and make your attack. See if you can hit its AC.
What's the command for disadvantage, like for a longbow attack again? Is it just DIF?
Yeah.
Does a
For a
15
guard?
hit?
So yeah, you but roll 2 7s, so you just choose one of them, and 15 hits. And you did 1d8, so you did 7 damage total. Yeah. So you rolled a
And
4.
does
Okay.
Hunter's Mark proc again, I think?
Yes.
Yeah, you move.
Yep. Yeah. Roll your 1d6.
I do 2 more points of piercing damage as my arrow sinks into this goddamn spot.
You see this like blood kind of drip across it, and it kind of just like singes it with 2 damage. Okay, that's gonna end your turn.
Yes, battle!
All right. It is going to be Jace's turn.
Cool. So, I know exactly what I want to do. I want to run off 40 feet and then use a silent image and pretend as though I'm killing another one.
Okay. You're gonna use your turn to do a little bit of roleplay? Let's do it, dude. So you're gonna run 40 feet forward. Alright, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Alright, you ran 40 feet forward, and it's actually fortuitous for you that you're in a bush that's your height. Alright. Start role-playing it. Yeah? The sounds and stuff you make.
Okay, so, first I'm going to cast Silent Image to make it look like there's another one of the spiders, and then I'm just going to, like, scream while I'm pretending to attack it. Should I roll performance?
Yes? Definitely.
Can I roll to contest?
Say what?
Can Flack roll to contest?
Not right now. You'll be able to on your turn.
Alright.
I mean, he's 40 feet into the forest, so all we hear is just another weird
Yeah.
spider noise that he apparently went after.
Well, Flack is like 5, 10, 15, 20. He's 20 feet in front of you, so, but you're in a bush. Okay, so, that's what people hear. I don't know if they believe it. They're going to have to roll on their turn. Do you want to do anything else on your turn?
That's it.
Okay, that's going to end your turn. It's going to be Tara's turn.
Alright, so for this last one, I don't know where it is. Thank God this one's dead. I'll move over to the left.
Keep in mind, you do think there is another one that's directly in front of you.
Yeah, I know. That's where he's saying.
Actually, you
that's
could
not
contest
what
it
he's
if you
roll-
want. If you want to do
How would I do that? Would it be what roll? What would I roll for?
an insight check, maybe?
Insight, yeah.
Because you're trying to tell with an insight, see if he is deceiving you. I mean, that would... He's rolling a perception check. He should have honestly rolled a deception check as well, but... Yeah, you don't believe that. Because he rolled a 13. So you just think he's acting.
Okay. So I was going to move 15 feet to my left, and then I'll see if I can see the other light.
Okay, go for it. Yeah, go for it. And I'm going to pee really quick.
Spider peeing noises.
Is the stream frozen?
No, it's just Graham.
No,
No.
Garen went to pee.
Okay.
Oh.
Restroom.
Oh, no. I was like, I fire the gun at the person that's making the weird noises. Bang!
Well, that's on your turn. You can.
Ooh.
Actually, that might backfire on you, Jace, because if May or Scott rolls and he fails the roll, he'll believe there's a spider up there. He could in a
Oh
panic
no, I'm
shoot.
just firing it.
No, I know, but I'm saying like you could actually fail it and then really believe there's one up there and then think you're trying to save him.
I got
Cool.
you! By the way, that's, 2d10s plus 1d8 plus 2d8 plus my spell modifier.
What?
Perfect.
Yep.
Got this. I can survive.
Are you?
I'm back, by the way, guys.
I rolled a 12.
Yeah, you can see 12 feet. I could roll it down.
So I don't. No, so I can't see. I almost positive I can't see the spider. I would think.
He is
Out.
from you. You're where's your character?
Right in front of Queen Barros.
Yeah, right here. Okay, so he is.
I think
He's
it's
like 20 feet and beyond you.
Yeah, so I can't see him. I'm not gonna make any type of attack. I'll just kind of sit here and just under my breath to Queen Barros in front behind me and be like, I don't know what's up with the guy running off into the forest because there's nothing up.
Nice.
All right, that's gonna end your turn, Tara. It's
Yes,
gonna
sir.
be the face spider's turn.
Wait, what?
No,
We're
Queen
skipping
Barros. Queen Barros.
Are you skipping me again?
No, I didn't actually do the Tara's. I didn't actually do face spider's turn, the number 1 last time. I only did one of the face spiders, if you remember.
Oh.
Yeah, Phase Spider 1 is dead. Phase Spider 2 is the one that's still alive.
I thought 2 died because 2 was over here, and then he moved his hunter mark over to 1.
Then you switched them around because that was number 2. That's
Yeah, I probably did, but they only went one time. So
Yeah, that one didn't even go.
I forgot
didn't
I
go
forgot
because
his
it
turn.
was incapacitated.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
got incapacitated, so I couldn't. Yeah. But
you couldn't
oh,
do
so
anything.
he's incapacitated. I need to roll to see if he can get out of that.
I don't know if
That's
gonna be another wisdom saver.
Sydney, Maria. That's your turn. That's your character. Like, what is the roll I need to do? Make sure that. Wait, do I do anything? Don't I just have to use all my movement to get out of unprone?
According to incapacitated, there is no roll to get out of it, and a creature can't take actions or reactions.
So
What's the spell now?
At the end of its turns, it takes 1d12 damage, so it's a constant thing.
okay.
And
So
then once it succeeds the saving throw, it comes out of the spell.
So it has to succeed on the saving throw.
Right. Or
so
it's
do I
like-
take the damage first, or do I make the save first
roll
and
for
then take?
damage? Well, wait, no.
No. It
Roll
would be the
first.
save.
Yeah, save and then roll for damage if you don't make it.
It's just a wisdom save, right? That's what I think I did
Right.
last time. Okay.
Yeah.
He rolled a 12.
Nope.
That's a 15 to pass.
Right. Okay.
So, roll.
1d12 damage, I guess.
It's lagging. All right. It's 6 damage.
Alright, you take 6 damage.
And that's all I can do on its turn?
I would believe so.
Yeah, because he's
Yeah, it
incapacitated.
takes the damage at the end of its turn if it's still incapacitated.
Yeah, I just did the damage. Okay, now it is your
I think
turn.
I think it can still move, though.
Can it? Because I thought it was incapacitated.
Incapacitated creatures cannot take actions or reactions, but that
Okay.
does not say anything about movement.
All right, he's gonna
I
start.
feel like
Yeah, he'll move. He'll kind of move. Let's just see.
Isn't it prone? Considered prone though as well.
I did hear that.
Yes, it is considered prone.
So
So
I have to
you
use all
need
my movement.
Crawl.
I have to use all my movement, right, to get out of being knocked prone.
Half your movement speed to stand up,
Okay.
unless the creature is immune to being prone.
that thing's
Um.
basically prone already. It's a spider.
Murray,
Right.
what's the spell again? I just want to have a look at it.
Id Sidious or something, I think it was.
I linked it in general.
Typically, I think the definition of incapacitated, though, is going to be like you're incapacitated, you're not moving, you're kind of like passed out.
He does have something called a bonus action, which I've never seen monsters really have before, but
It can take bonus actions, can it?
It can't do an action or a reaction.
Or a bonus action.
I'll say that as
Have
well.
word
I'll
action in it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say bonus action as well, so he can't do that. So if he could normally, he would be able to do his action and bonus action. But he is restrained, so I won't allow the bonus action on this turn.
Incapacitated creatures are not considered prone.
Okay, so he can move his full movement then.
It literally just says an incapacitated creature can take actions or reactions.
And I'll add bonus action to that as well, as the DM. Okay, well, I'll make my full movement then.
So it's a weird little spider that's just kind of like fumbling around and walking up to people.
Alright, it's gonna end its turn. Now it's Quinn Burrows. Am I saying your name right?
Quinn Barrows.
Quinn Burrows. Okay, alright, your turn.
Alright, I'll start with a perception check.
And it's quite fortuitous given how it moved, hopefully.
Can I shout at him? It's right in front of you!
I'll say you see him, okay?
Whoa.
I'll say you see him because you haven't had a chance to do very much. You see him. You heard him moving through the grass and stuff.
I'm gonna move 5 feet towards it, and I am going to attack.
All right, go for it.
It didn't do it. What's the command?
Oh, so it's just exclamation A.
I'm going to use, before you determine if that hits, because that is such a roll, I am going to use my channel divinity to make that a 21 to hit.
Holy shit! Yeah, well, 21 hits.
What?
And then I am going to divine smite that.
Okay. He's just like, we're done with these damn perception rolls. We're done with battle. Let's kill this thing.
Channel Divinity lets you throw plus 10 onto a.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Nice.
It's a one-use thing.
Yeah, he's got to take a long rest.
Short rest.
So that is
11.
12 for that attack, 12 damage,
Nice.
and then I will make my next.
It's on its last legs right now. Quite literally.
Oh, and that definitely kills
That
it.
hits, and that kills! How do you want to do your killing blow?
Well, if it's pretty much like a crab, I'm going to crack its carapace straight in half from the face
It is
down.
like a fey kind of spider thing called a face spider. So
Yeah, I just crack its carapace straight down the middle with
Nice.
a sweeping blow straight down the middle.
nice. It's so sweet that you're the one that got that kill because you weren't able to do very much last round. Well, guys, with that, we're gonna do our fanfare. Nice job, guys. You completed your first combat.
I shoot the corpse.
More!
You're just gonna
Wait.
shoot in random directions again, Scott?
Yes.
All right, roll a 1d6 to see if you hit anyone. On a 2, 4, or 6, you're gonna hit someone. Okay, 6.
They still pretending to kill one.
Yep.
All right, let's see. On a 6, I want you, because you did hit someone. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you're gonna hit the guy that's up in the bush up here. So you fired straight ahead of you, and you hit the guy that was doing the performance.
Nice.
All right, Scott, roll to see if you can roll damage.
16.
All right, he takes 16 damage.
Jesus
Do we have to roll to hit?
Oh yeah, you should probably roll to see if you hit his AC. But that's the
You
damage.
sure?
Yeah, roll to see if you hit his AC. Doing a little bit of playful PvP.
20.
That's a hit.
Oh, that's that.
Shit, why wasn't that aimed at me? If that was aimed at me, that would miss.
He just did a 1d6 and it circled all the way around and went back, reset back here because we, yeah, there were 5 other players he could have hit. There were 7 total, and I ignore himself. So
Yeah.
it circled back to the first person, which is in the front. I'm sorry. Who is
I hit
this?
something.
Jace, you got hit, man.
Is Slayer Silent Image a constitution, or is it like is it a concentration, or is it just a
The concentration.
spell?
Okay.
Jace, you should probably roll, see if you can keep concentration on your Silent Image. Do you want to?
Nah, I'll just let it disappear.
That's what you get for trying to do a performance check when you're in battle.
That was intentional. I like messing with parties.
Hey, it's Master Dueler. Welcome back to the stream, dude. I'm doing a Dungeon Dragon stream right now. Okay, yeah, do you want to go back to your party, Jace?
Yeah.
Alright, so you move back to your party, and you're kind of holding your side because you're bleeding out. You're not going to take any bleed damage or anything like that, but someone shot you with a bullet.
Ah, that spider got me.
Roll a fucking deception check right now. Alright. If anyone doesn't believe that, you could roll an insight check.
Rolls an 8.
The family wins.
You believe
Let
it.
me try.
Does meat or do you, Graham? Do you do meat beats?
What is that? No, I don't know. What
Like
that is.
if a person makes like a deception check versus an insight check, if the deception check
I believe.
is met,
No, I don't do that.
would you? Okay, so you have to basically beat the deception check.
You have to beat it,
quote,
yeah.
unquote.
Flock is just gonna go over to Jace and like pat him on the back like really hard. It's like, good job.
All right, I want you to roll a general strength check right now to see if you knock him prone, because he's pretty weak right now.
Nice.
Good.
Okay, you
10.
knocked him prone. It was not that high of a check.
Oof, I fell over.
Oh my
I'm
god.
strong today.
He gave you a really good pat on the back there. You weren't expecting it.
Oh, I love you guys, dude. I love all this role play and stuff. It kind of gives a lot of character and stuff to our campaign. Okay.
I want to fight the gun again.
Okay, fire it away.
What do you roll?
I'll roll a
I'm going
1d6.
to walk up. Nope, I'm walking up to May, and I'm just gonna put my hand on the gun and just be like, "The last time you did this, we had spiders attack us. I would appreciate it."
Yeah, there may be
I'm
consequences
firing
if you sit around just firing your weapon, because the first time you shot one of these things, the second time it summoned things, the third time you shot an ally, and you're trying for a fourth?
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Okay, yeah, it didn't actually hit anyone. It just, you hear it ricochet off the wall. A 2, 4, and 6 would have hit an ally.
Fine. I'll put it away.
Alright, who among us is hurt?
I am.
The idiot trying to pretend he's an insect is.
Come here, Jace. I will heal you.
Thanks.
Just tell me how much of my pool I need to spend to heal you.
I need
None.
16 hit points.
Let it serve as a reminder to him to not run off into the forest, stabbing at bushes.
Hey,
Can I
some of
shoot
you
him
guys
again?
believed it.
So
Can
16,
I?
16 points? Okay.
Yeah.
You
Can
are
I
healed
or
16
can
points.
Not shoot him again.
Do you want to just try to what? Wait, what? What do you...
Can I or can I not shoot him again?
You
This
can
is for
shoot
the
him again
party.
if you want to, man. It is your character and your...
I'm asking the party.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no. No. I really
one
want
roll,
to say yes.
One
but
roll for no. Current is the 1-to-1.
No.
Maria?
You can always shoot. Shoot it.
Sid, are
I
you
don't
following
have a
along?
weapon.
Kind of
Well,
2
why
to
do you
2.
want to shoot him?
He's an idiot.
I mean, I don't disagree.
Yeah.
3-2. I shoot him.
Okay, roll to see if you can hit his AC. What the fuck? You shoot him. You just like unsheathed your gun again and shot him right point blank.
I
The 14 hit or no?
16.
I miss.
Yeah, it actually goes between your legs, and you're very startled.
I'm gonna
Should
jump.
provoke PvP between us at this point.
This fucking queen is
Um,
starting to rethink her thoughts and her decisions here of summoning you guys.
Graham, Fleck is just gonna move his hunter's mark onto May, purely because wherever this little thing goes, there seems to be excitement. So he wants to know where she is at all times. So that he
Okay,
can be an
you kind of like hold your hand out and you see like this red eye appear above his head. He doesn't notice it, but yeah, I mean, if you want to see this happen, Scott, I know passive perception, but you're in like you're not even facing him. Well, are you facing him? I guess you would be.
Technically, I would.
Yeah, no, he would have been facing because.
Yeah, so you see him hold his hand out, passively perception kind of thing, and you don't know what he's doing, but yeah.
All right.
He might be waving at you for all you know.
Hey there.
Boros, how much of your healing ability do you have left?
Quite a bit. How much do you need?
16.
I can heal you for 14.
that'll work, I guess. You know, actual battle damage.
Mine was actual battle damage. I got shot.
Nobody asked the guy or the girl that can heal people, but that's fine.
So as you guys are sitting here talking, you hear this screech sound behind you.
I'll shoot again.
Guys,
Oh my god!
Before she shoots her gun, I am going to literally blast myself away.
Listen, I'm ready to engage May at this point for potentially killing all of us.
I swear it wasn't me this time.
You guys might not want to be hanging out in a bog for like the last.
Yeah, I'm trying to leave.
Yeah. Can Flack just go grab all of his arrows again and then just lead the way again? Like,
Absolutely.
Following the actual map to where we go.
Yeah, you guys want to go? You're on the map right now.
Let's go, and somebody take May's gun away from.
You
I
can't
already
take
was-
it away from me. It's
not?
magic.
Oh god.
Okay, are we all gonna kind of move together, or do you want to keep role playing in the bog?
No,
We
I'm
wanna-
moving.
I guess we move.
I mean, I won't punish you. I
Don't
won't.
shoot anybody else that's not trying to kill us.
I fire the fog sneakily.
All right, as a group, this is what you all see in front of you. Do you want to move forward a little bit?
A lot of
Yeah.
it.
Oh, a lot of it. Oh yeah, we want
just
to move.
following the map at like a brisk pace.
Okay, I'm gonna move you along. You tell me in character, in play or whatever. Tell me when you want me to stop and you want to look at something.
So, as we're walking along, I'm just gonna very politely and very quietly talk to May and be like, I appreciate you shooting the guy in the ass because that was a horrible performance, and I'm shocked that anybody believed him.
I could shoot him.
We're coming up to what looks to be a deep puddle. Whoever's in the lead, I want the group to make a general acrobatics check so you don't fall in. It'll just
I
be
want to call it out.
I'll do it.
This will be for the whole group. So if you fail this, you're all gonna kind of fall in this muddy, gross swamp water.
Oh,
23.
he didn't miss.
Okay, yeah. All right, so you see this, and instead of stepping in it, you kind of walk around this rock right over here, and definitely taking a little bit longer than necessary, but it's definitely necessary to not step in all this nasty water. So you keep going. Okay, directly in front of you, you see what looks to be a cave of some sorts.
I fire into the cave.
Okay, You fire into the cave, and
No, I stick my finger behind the trigger on the gun, so it
There's
actually
no
stops.
trigger on the gun.
Then
There
how's
ha-
the gun?
It's more of a cylinder than a gun.
what is it
You're
firing?
walking around with a pipe. You're walking around with a metal pipe.
It's basically a mill pipe.
This might as well just be a wand of magic missile.
No, it's a bent
Can I-
pipe, basically.
Could I? Is it possible for me to at least see her doing this movement towards the gun and stop her hand? And just tell her wait till we're inside
That
there.
would be an insight check.
Mate, what is your alignment?
My alignment is chaotic neutral.
Okay, that's accurate of what you're doing.
I am the essence of chaotic.
You're killing enemies, but
That
you're
is-
firing at
yes,
allies.
yes. She is. She's being 100% chaotic right now.
Yeah, I would agree. She's firing at allies and wherever the fuck she wants to fire.
Like I was saying, could I possibly see if I had noticed her making her movement towards her gun to shoot in this direction of the cave?
make a...
Insight check.
Let's be an insight check, I guess. Yeah, make an insight check.
Copy.
That's the closest thing I could see, because it's like a on-the-fly kind of thing.
Insight allows you to predict other people's movements.
Yeah, you would have to...
It was a 12,
Um,
and I was walking right next to her while this
I would
was
say you're on edge because of everything that's happening, and even in the fog, you guys are sticking close by. The queen did warn you to stick close by to each other, and yeah, you noticed it. He's right next to you. You had to have made a 10.
I'm just gonna tell her, just don't fire the gun unless you actually see bad guys.
Are you gonna say it that loud, or are you gonna whisper it, or are you gonna
Just
yell
whispered it. Whispered it.
it? Okay. Yeah.
Why? Don't you think they would be invisible? And I'm hitting them right now.
No.
Mm.
I will take punishment for that if it happens.
All right, it's your death. I fire.
What?
Okay, you're firing it into the cave, or does he have his finger? Or like what? What are the
I
contexts of
fire
this?
into the cave.
Okay, so we're gonna see. I don't know what's in the cave right now. You don't know what's in the cave. I'm gonna go in camera perspective and zoom in there.
Christ.
If there's anything in the cave that we can see, both DM and player, we'll roll AC.
I'm just curious. Can you have him roll a hit to see if he hits anything?
Yeah, if there's anything in here. It doesn't look like there's anything in the cave. Nothing actually hits, but you in character don't know what's in the cave, but in player, this is actually not water right here. It's going to be a black hole of some sort. There's no light beyond
lovely.
it.
So
You
it's
guys
like a
will have to in
portal.
character go up there.
I would like to believe I hit the back wall perfectly.
This is an evil vine. I cannot move my camera beyond this vine. Come on, camera. You got this.
We not belong behind this vine. Your
it
death
animated
is
vine?
behind this vine.
All right, so here we are. We're back to character. And yeah,
Alright.
you hear the bullet ricochet, pew, 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 and it kind of just falls. And then you hear a faint, like, you ever dropped like a rock into a really deep well? It sounds like faint shimmers of like pew, 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 pew. You hear
I found
it.
a hole.
That you did.
Fleck is gonna just motion to everyone and like pull them closer and whisper them. Now it's time to be quiet. We must sneak. And I will cast Pass Without Trace.
Ooh,
Okay,
great
can we
spell.
drop Meme down the hole, please?
Probably should have cast that spell a long time ago before you got in combat.
Yeah.
But then again,
Probably.
his actions probably would have broke that spell by shooting his gun wildly into like a bog.
Probably.
And yeah, like I'll just like whisper to everyone. Let's move up quietly.
All
So
right.
you're moving through the bog. I'm moving again.
Do you want us to make stealth checks or something? Because we're trying to move up stealth.
Yeah, do a group stealth check.
I can do it.
No, the person that cast the spell, I want them to do it.
Okay.
Okay.
He's the one that's. I think that anyone who's like going to suggest it, I think they should be the one who do the group stealth check. I think that's fair.
Okay.
Alright, this is gonna be with plus 10. 30.
You are very fucking hidden. In fact, the gods themselves, the deities of other realms, they do not sense your spiritual presence. You are very hidden.
Cool.
Would you like to proceed forward?
Yes, we would like to proceed forward if no one else is gonna stop me.
Alright,
Hey,
you
don't
look.
fire.
Fire? I mean,
No, 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 not yet.
all right.
Okay, so you take a look forward and a look around you, and you look down at the water, and you start moving forward slightly. You come up to what looks to be some weird purple-looking berries. Do you guys want to stop and maybe collect them?
I'm gonna eat a berry.
Okay,
Jesus
I was not expecting that. We're gonna do something for that. Okay,
Constitution
Bring
saving
up
throw.
the berries if you didn't want us to burn.
No, he asked, did you want to collect any?
I
of
didn't
them?
say eat them. God, these D&D players, man, always being very
No, I
impulsive.
never said eat them. I said bring them up. Why did you bring it up?
Because
He is the DM. He can do whatever he wants.
Make him roll a Constitution saving.
Actually, I have more power.
no, I'm going to make you. I'm gonna have a table for this because I have killed players who have been very impulsive. So, I'm not trying to kill you guys, but impulsive has like cause and effect, right? So,
It can be very good or very bad.
People
yeah,
have a big
or
nose
nothing.
also.
So I'm gonna have you roll a 1d6. On a 1 and 2, nothing happens. On a 3 and 4, you'll have a negative effect, and on a 5 and 6, you'll have a positive effect. Okay. All right. So as you eat the berry, you feel a sense of surge. This could be a spell component that could increase your overall. Let's see. What stat are we going to increase here? We are going to increase your Constitution by 1 point temporarily for the next 5 minutes. This could be something that could be a potion of some sort later. It could be a component. The feeling that you get when you eat one of these berries is, damn, these taste like good berries or some sort. But they're good, and
Them good berries.
them good berries. Yeah, you enjoy it.
Hey, that's fun.
I'm gonna say that they're really, really good.
Are you gonna collect any of them?
Yes, I'm gonna collect all of them.
All right. Well, anytime people eat them, they're all gonna have to make that same roll.
Unless you make it into a potion.
Yeah, you probably should like start studying these berries to see if you could maybe mix with a flower of some sort that'll negate the negative effects, or maybe you can make a poison with it. You don't know. You got to study the berries.
Cool.
All right, we're gonna keep going.
Flock is gonna take one and then just try and flick it into Jace's mouth.
Go for it. Don't leave it.
I'm gonna roll.
What do
I'm
we
gonna
even do
catch
for
it.
this?
No.
What do I roll for this?
That would be. Oh, if you're. What are you trying to do?
Trying to flick it into the other player's mouth.
Yeah, that would be.
I'm trying to catch it.
Acrobatics.
No, that was being that would be an improvised
dex?
weapon. No, just improvised weapon, so it would be dex, no proficiency.
I'm gonna try to catch it too.
He's gonna try and catch it.
Yo, these vines, I fucking hate these vines, dude. That is like the
Critical
worst.
hit.
Oh, that's going in your mouth.
Yeah.
All right, roll a 1d6. On a 1 and 2, you get a negative effect. On a 3 and 4, nothing happens. And 5 and 6, you get a positive effect. What?
They're really good berries.
Oh yeah, you enjoy them.
Nice.
Flock will just smile, nod, and continue forward.
I'm gonna thank him.
Okay.
Thank you much for that.
Alright, I got your characters move forward. Yeah, you're really lucky that it's not 1 because you might take damage.
Oh my god.
Alright, so
That crit though on the hit, man.
why is this character in here? What the fuck? Who is this? I did not put this model in here.
Did I hurt her with my bullet?
I think I
did
accidentally
not.
moved her when I was trying to move you guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably something out in the forest.
You guys, you come in here, passive perception, you guys see a really dark room with kind of a yellowish glow emanating off of like what looks to be some sort of like toadstools, mushrooms. You see them all up lining against the wall.
Black will go collect them.
Okay, are you gonna collect them this time but not eat them?
I'm gonna lick one.
You're gonna lick them. All right.
Lick one.
Oh, Lord. This man.
Okay. We got this character. All right. Well, roll a 1d6 and dang, I didn't even have a chance to write the table down. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. You get a positive effect, and a 4, 5, and 6. You have a negative effect.
Nice.
You give me a chance to write the table.
Make his ears bigger. Just something dumb.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could do something dumb temporarily.
What's your race? Jace?
Sea elf.
You're a sea elf? Okay, you start having these glands that start forming on your throat. That do you already have the ability to breathe underwater?
Yeah.
Okay, well they're gonna start really becoming irritated, and your ears start becoming very long. They start growing out like Pinocchio's nose, but yeah, your ears are really long.
Becoming a fish, guys.
You're gonna have these purple bumps that start forming all over your skin.
Ooh, nice.
Do the toadstools still glow after I harvest them?
For a brief second, it's kind of very similar to if you killed a dragonfly, not a dragonfly, a what do you call them, like summer bug? Lightning bug, yeah. You know when you like try and take the yellow crap out, it only glows for a few more seconds until it dims out. Very similar to that, kind of like a chemical reaction.
Flack is just gonna tut in disgust and just like, ugh, these are useless. Can't see anything if I can't move them.
I'm just curious, Black. What are you? Half elf of some sort?
No, I'm actually a variant human.
Ah, okay. So you really can't see in the dark then.
No.
I'm a human and I can.
Oh, what a shame.
Okay.
But I'm following a map, so I can sort of walk blindly, I guess.
You walk right into that hole then, blindly. Go ahead.
Well, you don't want to do that, but I will allow it.
Light. There's a bit of light there, I'm pretty sure.
No, we said it's a black hole.
No, there's a black hole
I mean,
that goes really deep down, but at the very top of the hole where you guys are, you have these mushrooms that are lined up against the wall side.
Given like a dim light.
Exactly what you see on screen. Oh, and there appears, if you look up, you would have to roll a perception check for this because we ourselves were not perceptive enough to look up. So if someone wants to roll as a group for a perception check. Okay, 17, yeah. At a 15 plus, you see these bodies hanging from the ceiling and what looks like they were wrapped up in a sack, drugged through the grass. You can see water dripping off of them, but it's very faint amount of water, as if it's been hanging for a while, and it's a dead body of some sort.
We found the spider's lair.
Ew.
Could I walk up to the edge of the hole and see if there's anything lining the edges of it, or if it's just literally a straight hole that goes down?
It's just, yeah, you walk up to it and you see it's just a straight hole. If I had more time to develop this... then
Oh, no, you're fine.
Yeah.
So if I have dark vision, I can see at least dim shades of gray. Do I see if there's a bottom, or is it just black?
How far does your dark vision go?
60 feet.
Yeah, it's way beyond 60 feet.
Okay.
You could...
Can we drop May down it?
No. No. Does anyone have something that we can light on fire and drop down there?
I have a torch.
I'm not against throwing a lit torch down the hole to see how far it goes.
Airlight on fire. We can see if maze works.
I mean, I can cast the light cantrip on May and we can drop May down the hole.
How about you cast the light cantrip on the torch, and that way we don't have to worry about the wind blowing the torch out. I like that idea.
Okay.
There probably wouldn't be a lot of wind since there's no draft.
As it falls down.
As you fall, natural resistance
Oh, yeah.
would create wind.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna cast. What is it?
Light. He said.
Light. Okay. So you put light on the tip of like this torch, and you just see an emanating glow, and the whole room illuminates in like a white light. It's almost radiantly blind. You throw it down the hole, and you hear like the same sound you heard earlier. It's like doo, 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 as it's like hitting the wall, and the sound just gets deeper and deeper and deeper. Doo, doo, doo. And finally, you hear like a splash sound. You heard maybe about 10 to 15 different like doo, doo, so you can kind of judge the depth of how deep this hole goes.
It's well over 200 feet, probably.
I would say, yeah, maybe 220, but you would have to take the gamble and jump.
So
Flack
who wants
will
to
just
get on some rope?
Just say, Flack will just say adventure and like start trying to climb down the walls.
Oh my
I
god.
have rope.
Guys. If we take a long rest, we wait a little while, I will be able to summon my wings again, and I can fly down.
You guys want to do that?
Sure.
Everyone?
Long rest?
I need a long rest in order to restore
Okay.
my wings.
I was
and
just
in order to
asking.
Restore my
I
pool of
could
hands
get
and spell.
Featherfall if you take a long rest.
Just
That works. Alright, so then we're going to do a long rest.
I will fire into the air as we're taking a long rest.
no.
Before like, so if we are going to take a long rest, I'd like to use up my last spells, like my last 3 first level spell slots to cast Goodberry and summon 30 Goodberry.
Nice. Can you summon 30 of them?
It's instantaneous.
But it's 30. How do you know the exact number of them?
So it can summon up to 10 berries appear in your hand and are infused with magic for the duration. And if they aren't consumed within 24 hours, they lose their potency.
Okay. Alright, cool. Yeah, you summon and you have a bunch of berries that just start like as if this were like Skyrim, and you pull something out of your inventory. These berries just form in front of you and then drop to the ground.
Or we could just jump down and I cast Featherfall.
Oh, you
Does
actually have it
Featherfall
correct.
work on everybody?
Let's go do that instead.
You can do that, Sid?
That then
I-
can like it's not. If I was just doing that, like doing the good berries, if we were having a long rest.
Falk, why is there so many berries on the ground, you idiot?
Wait,
They're dingleberries.
we can keep them for 24 hours.
Well, even if we took a long rest, you'd still have them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still have them. So
So yeah,
So
there's nothing bad for that.
he was just saying that he would only do that if we were doing the long rest because he just wasted 3 spell slots.
Remember, guys, all of your actions have consequences. If you jump down there,
And
I'm not gonna.
Featherfall only affects 5 people, so and there's 7 of them.
Yeah, you'd have to get it multiple times.
Mm.
I'm willing to make a sacrifice.
Well, if you guys want to, I'm perfectly okay with a long rest. And in the meantime, if people
Yeah.
have rope, I'll just borrow all the rope and just make a little, like, quote unquote, improvised, like, travel method down the thing to see if we can see anything down the bottom of the.
Let's ask a very important question. Does the map say we need to go down the cave?
No, let's just do it.
You want to pull the map out and look?
I'll pull a map out and look.
So the whole time you've been following this map from the original village of Celadon Scene, or whatever I said it was called, you saw your character as in little blips, each indicating who you are, all basically moving along a path. Your little blips eventually came basically on top of this blip currently where you are now, which is where your destination is. So you were able to kind of follow along the dotted line that it had lined out for you. So you were in the correct location.
Oh, so this is the second point B blip.
Now that you have looked at it, yes, this is exactly where it looks like you need to be.
Yep, this is where we're gonna be, boys.
I'm
enjoy
okay
a
with
long
taking
rest.
long rest because I need to get back all my points and everything, and my divinity.
So remember, guys, you do have these bodies floating above you, and there seems to be even more of them that you noticed. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 bodies that are just sitting and attached to the ceiling. It doesn't look like spider webs. It looks like someone deliberately hung them to the rocks at the ceiling. They went out of their way to do this. And it looks like they might have been up there for the last maybe 6 to 7 hours. Pretty recent, because you can tell by how much water is dripping off of them. It's only a few
I want to loot
drops.
the bodies.
I'm sorry?
I want to loot the bodies.
You want to loot the bodies. Okay. Remember, actions have consequences. I'll let you climb up there on a, it's like a climb skill, right?
I'm just gonna look at Jace climbing up the side of this rock, and what the
I want you to do it with disadvantage since the rocks are slimy and covered in all sorts of nastiness. So do it with disadvantage.
So what check?
Oh, what even is that check?
It would be athletics or acrobatics.
Yes.
We're gonna do acrobatics. You have to be pretty dexterous to climb up the side of one of these walls that are pretty much like flat going up, and you're climbing up at a 45-degree angle. And it's wet.
17.
Okay, you made it. So you climb up there and you start climbing up the side, and before you can start climbing up the 45-degree angle, you kick off and you grab onto one of these. First thing you notice as you're swinging, because of the force of jumping off it, you grab onto it. As you start to swing, the first thing you notice is the bodies feel very mushy. What do you want to do now that you're holding on to one of these bodies?
I'm looking at Jace. Big, please, for the love of God, don't open that.
Can I fire him?
Can I cut myself and the body down?
Yes, but be very careful. Because there's a
Okay.
hole next to you within 5 feet.
Cool.
Alright, go for it. As you cut this down, I want you to roll let's see. Roll a 1d6. On a 1, 2, and 3, you're going to fall in that hole. On a 4, 5, and 6, you're just going to land, and it's going to roll the opposite direction, closer to the water entrance.
Holy Jesus.
Alright, you fell into the hole, dude.
Can I, just out of curiosity, because I was actually in, and I was at the edge of the fucking hole, can I possibly try to grab him or the rope?
Roll. What would that? Just an you're gonna jump to him, so that'd be an acrobatics.
No, yeah.
Roll it with
could be a
disadvantage
dex,
since this
maybe,
is.
or something.
What's that?
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe it could be like a dex saving throw or sleight of hand or something.
No, not sleight of
It
hand.
wouldn't be sleight of hand, no. Because I saw him doing this because I had walked into the cave.
That's true.
And was like trying to look down the end. So I'm looking up at him. I clearly saw him falling. So
Yeah, go ahead and roll it, and the DC is gonna be high. Go for it.
What am I rolling?
A acrobatics check to
Copy,
try
sir.
and catch him. Yeah, acrobatics. Yeah, you have to roll to 15, dude. That's why I said it was
Yeah,
gonna be
no,
high.
that's fine.
Yeah, he falls and the body falls too. He's now
Nice.
falling into the hole. I want you to roll, whoever's falling, roll a 1d20 on a,
That's Jace.
yeah, whoever's falling, and the 15 and up, you're just gonna hit the rocks and die. Okay, good, you didn't die.
Whoa!
You almost died from like,
Fuck.
it's a 200-foot fall, I don't care if you're falling.
No, I know, but I'm just like 15 and up, you're dead. And I'm like, wait a minute, I thought a 20 would be good.
Oh yeah, well, he was rolling really quick, so I had to like come up on the fly.
No. I've always wondered if you can be, as a DM, make a nat 20 actually a bad thing.
Yeah. So you fall, and since you're closer to the end of not dying on 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, you fall down, and you land in water, and it's really murky. You look up all around you, and I don't actually have the map for this, and we're going to be stopping the campaign in the next 8 minutes. So you look up all around you, and you see a ceiling where you fell. Think of like Lord of the Rings, if you've ever seen that, where Gandalf is fighting the red demon thingy with the whip, and Balrog, yeah, he's falling and they're fighting. Think of you falling through that, and then they show an opening where you're just falling to a great chasm kind of cave-like area. When you look up, you see all these glowing things above you. Maybe it's more of these floral kind of things that are natural to this environment. It's not enough light to illuminate the whole cave, but it's enough light to tell the outline of the cave, of the depth of it. The water is murky, and you see glowing things below you swimming all around you. Have fun.
We're not gonna hear you if you try to say anything, Jace, so I'm just gonna tell you that now. Don't waste your breath.
That may be so, because you did hear the splash of the torch.
Yeah, but it was so faint.
Yeah.
I can communicate with any beast that has an innate swimming speed, so fish and stuff like that. So I want to talk to the fish, or the creatures in the water.
Oh boy. Okay, what do you want to say to him?
I want to say, hello, fancy meeting you here.
They're gonna,
And
all that you can...
That note, he dies.
What are the fish? These, by the way, these are not traditional fish. We're gonna have to
They're
stop.
cave fish things.
I'm gonna I'll come back to you, because I actually want to come up with a really solid response, not something on the spot. Because
That would be good.
I don't know if these are gonna be Sahagan. I don't know if they're gonna be some sort of Naga. I don't know if they're gonna be some sort of fake fish creature that can just be really fucking hungry and eat you. So I want to come up with something. Like I said to you guys, your actions have consequences. So if you just...
I'm just gonna turn around to the rest of the party outside and be like, well, guys, the biggest mistake of our party is gone. I tried to save him, but yeah, no, he's gone.
Some of them are in here already. Some of you guys are already in here because you did googberries all over the ground. Right?
Oh.
Hey, May, you want to fire your gun? You can fire right down the hole.
Oh my god. Do you want to do that, Scott?
Jace
He's
still have
deliberately
cast
telling me
trace
to,
on him?
so yeah.
Alright, I want you to fire and then with disadvantage to see if you can hit his AC, because he's 200 feet away. So fire with disadvantage, and if you hit his AC, it hits.
That bullet's pinging all over the fuck.
Well, if he's firing straight down, and he also
11.
did 11 hit,
No.
you're very lucky.
Splash.
Yeah.
It splashes by you. The creatures in the water are starting to swim very, not vehemently, what's the word? Vociferously? No, that's loudly.
Rapidly?
Vigorously swimming around where the bullet had hit. It seems like quick motion seemed to be triggering it. You did fall in the water, and you saw them lights almost start glowing when you fell in the water. The body that you have, it is slowly falling down even more into the water, kind of lowering into the water more and more and more, and you see brownish blood. I mean, you can't really see anything but the glow, so you don't see much in the body.
So it's just something that starts to obscure the light around the body.
Yes.
It's spreading out.
Yeah.
Cool.
This could be some sort of angler fish. You never know, because those fucking things are scary as shit, dude.
Yes, they are.
Oh my god, they are nightmares.
Well, he is dead. Who's up for that long rest?
I forgot. You guys gotta go with him.
Hey, before we take a long rest, can I shoot down the hole again?
Oh my god, you're definitely gonna get your ally killed, dude.
Well, actually, no, because the bullet is moving at such a speed that it actually is going to be collecting more of the enemy at the bullet, which is all sinking to the bottom. So it's not a bad thing, technically.
We'll see if it's a bad thing. Go ahead and roll.
Unless he hits him, then it'll be a problem. Then there'll be blood in the water.
Hey, at least he'll put him out of his misery, man.
I'm not in misery yet.
Mercy killing.
I mean, technically you fell 200 feet, which is
Guys,
1d6 damage
That
per
hits.
10 feet.
Guys, I just spit water all over my
Natural
keyboard
movement.
from laughing so
16
hard.
hits. All right.
Oh god. Roll damage?
Ouch.
That is an accurate fucking gun you got, dude. That's a 200 shot, range shot that you actually had. Dang, dude.
Yep.
You take 17.
Dude,
Oh
you've taken
my
16
God.
damage so far, then 17 from him. What is your
Wait,
life
what?
at? Jace is at 41 life
Holy
total.
fuck.
I was actually healed the 16, so I'm only at 24 right now.
Alright, dude, you really need to be careful.
Now there's blood in the water.
Oh, there is blood in the water. You need to be exceedingly careful, dude. Alright, we are going to be ending the campaign in the next 2 minutes. Let's go ahead and talk about what we want to do now so that we can continue on next time.
Long rest.
Long rest.
Remember, your actions
rest
do have
happen.
consequences. If you do a long rest, that's leaving your boy down there for like... what-
Well, I was gonna stay awake 'cause I'm healthy.
He had his own fate.
Yeah, he fell in. I was awake. I was just gonna take some rope and start trying to make something to like get down into the cave, unless the feather fall and the wing stuff works for everybody. But in the meantime, I was gonna put down some type of rope that we could potentially grab onto in the event that somebody actually slips or falls.
You know, there is rope above you guys.
Yeah, but I don't think there's
Yeah.
200 plus feet of it.
We all
50
have.
feet of him roped.
You could check. You don't know how much there is. You can't just
That's
guess or
I have
assume.
50 feet of rope, but I fell into the hole.
Yeah, I know, Jace. It's a shame. I should have just made a motion to grab for your rope.
Well, Graham, if all of us are like have explorers packs or something like that, we all have 50 feet of hemp rope.
That's very true, but one of you fell down there. And I don't know
Yeah,
if Scott
That's-
even wants to
that's
try and help
still
this guy.
5 people with rope.
We don't know how deep the hole is, so.
That's very true,
Sure.
but it could get you low enough. Oh my god, guys, I want to tell you just how fucking scared I would be hovering over this open water if my rope were like came short, because that's gonna be a pain in the ass climbing all the way back up. You basically gotta commit to like an 80-foot drop into water, which he did, and he didn't die, so.
Oh yeah, which is pretty gracious of the DM. I guess we're doing the long rest. I don't know if anybody else is staying awake during.
Sarah,
I'm
will
staying
you
awake.
keep watch?
Okay, so Flack and I will stay up, I guess. And then
No,
we're gonna
I'm not.
try-
I'm not staying up. Flack is gonna take a long rest.
Oh, well, I'm staying up then to just watch over everything and try to make a rope apparatus down into the cavern. And I guess
Hey,
I'll try to
Graham.
fiddle around with the rope.
Yeah, what's up?
Could I actually toss like 5 of the berries down into the hole?
Sure, but you're not he's not guaranteed to catch them. In fact, they
Oh,
might be
God.
coming down so fast, it'll be like throwing a penny off the Empire State Building. It might hit him
It
in the
would.
head and damage him. Go for it.
Yeah.
Let's see if it does.
Or
It
something
won't.
else.
I will toss 5 of them one by one.
Alright, so I want you to roll a 1d6, and on a 6, none of them, let's see. Yeah, they're going to be individual. Roll a 1d6 6 times, and you can do it in one single roll.
Or 5 times, I guess.
Yeah. On a 1, 2, and 3, it's going to not hit. On a 4, 5, and 6, it will hit them. So, only one of them hit. And
One
he's
of
going to
them
take, what is the healing it does?
It does 1 point of healing.
Okay, he's going to take 1 point of damage.
Wait, it's a heal and you take damage?
But it's a fucking berry that's hitting him at like 400 miles per hour. Of course.
I'm more of a sprat.
As Graham, as much as I would say, yeah. If you've ever watched the MythBusters, they already proved that a penny falling wouldn't like damage. It would hurt, but it's not gonna take damage. But again, that's up to you.
I'm gonna say it does, just because we don't know how heavy these berries are, and
That's true.
and I mean only one of them hit, and it's only 1 point. So
That's true.
So now around you there are 4 berries and 1 squashed one.
yeah, there's 4 berries you could try to catch. But I'm gonna brood it. I'm gonna DM it as you see these berries, you go pew 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 pew. You hear like 4 little things splash in the water. You look down and you see something fluttering down in the water. It's the berries. And the last one, as you're looking, you look up and one hits you straight in the forehead, and you got this big red mark on your forehead.
I was gonna say hit him in the eye.
Hit him. Oh god, that's
That's
actually
the
a
one
status.
point of damage.
Blindness. That's a status. You don't want that permanently. So you look back down and you're rubbing your forehead as you're kind of treading water, and you see the glowing lights, the creatures. They're swimming around and they're eating all the berries.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Since I can breathe in water, could I, like, sink down to the bottom and take a nap and get a long rest?
You know what? I will allow that, but like I said, your action has consequences, and you don't know what the fuck is down there, dude, that you're gonna be swimming by.
Yeah, I was gonna say just stealth maybe if you go down there and see if you can hide.
You know what? I'll allow you to stealth, but with disadvantage, because these creatures are very fucking aware. What's that?
He still has passive without trace.
Oh, does he? Is that even within range? Is it? I thought it was like.
No, it just affects them, like for an hour.
Okay. See, this is a really weird condition for that spell, and I'll allow it. It's just a weird condition since he's like 200 feet away from you now that you've cast it.
That puts it at a 29.
Well, we can have a look. I think that's how it's worded.
Yeah. At a 19, you succeed, by the way. So you're stealth up.
Cool.
Treading water, but you need to be very careful in this environment. You're in.
Graham.
Mhm.
So the fish or whatever that ate the berries, because since the berries will actually nourish you fully, they all feel full.
Okay, they feel full. You don't know if they were full though to begin with, though. They could have been exceedingly really hungry.
True.
So 4 of the animals in this water are now sated temporarily.
If they're animals,
Or the being.
they could be giant whales that have just a little light thing glowing on their head. You don't know that, and I don't either. So we're gonna end the session now, and when I decide to pick this back up, we'll know more. Did you guys like the session today?
I love
Oh my god.
Yeah, you like it? It was fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to fire my gun again.
Oh, May.
May, you're not gonna fire your gun now. You're gonna fire next time.
May is so that was just great.
All right,
I
guys.
finally get to play a aquatic character.
So then I guess, Graham, so then when we start back up, the rope that's up on the roof or the ceiling, or I guess in the area, I would, assuming I'm just gonna have to look around to see if I can find extra rope on top of what we already have.
I mean, you got your 4 or 5 packs, and then you got the rope from these guys. I say there's also the vines. Don't forget about them.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking that might work, but we'll see.
All right. I like that we're actually using hemp and rope from our Explorer packs. You don't always get to use that, especially at level 5, level 6. You start getting spells that can help you fly or feather fall descending down. You know, you get all these things.
And it's always handy being able to use your gear, man.
Right?
Yeah.
That's why I didn't want to give you guys a lot of magical items, because my level 10s just have so many fucking magical items that I've given them that they can do basically anything.
Well, you did say.
Yep, but we're having fun with no magic items, role playing, people are shooting each other, and yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Tossing
No,
berries
it's
and eating
great.
Not dying.
Fucking this Scott's character's killing me right now. I fire!
Between Jace and Scott, oh my god.
No, Jace hysterical. I'm gonna
Between
roll.
the two of them, I'm surprised half the party isn't dead already.
I know. Alright guys, save your character sheets. We're turning off the stream now. Everyone say goodbye. Peace amigos.
Bye.